obstacles. This is Ernie Johnson Jr., and those are the stories I love to tell in the broadcast booth. But the courage of college athletes is more than matched by another group of young men, the boys fighting Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's the most prolific genetic killer diagnosed in childhood, and there's no cure. But college football coaches are doing something about it, and you can help. It's called coaching.
Homeowner associations can be a benefit, but according to some, they're ruining Halloween. Julie Ryan explains.
A recent survey by Home Advisor shows people who live under the rules of HOAs have more negative things to say about them than positive. 2 out of 3 homeowners say holiday decoration restrictions are too strict when it comes to getting into the Halloween or Christmas spirit. The survey also found that the #1 rule homeowners break is putting out lawn and holiday decorations where they're not supposed to. Most of the people surveyed said they would rather live without an HOA, saying it causes them regular stress. I'm Julie Ryan.
Breast cancers that emerge within 5 years of giving birth are more likely to spread and become deadly. That's according to a study from Oregon Health and Science University, which looked at 2,700 people. It found the risk of breast cancer spreading after birth was 50% higher compared with those who had not given birth. The findings show current clinical guidelines need to be updated for the higher risk. A major deal has been announced in the supermarket business. Rory O'Neill has more.
Kroger and Albertsons are merging to create a national supermarket chain operating in 48 states. The $24 billion deal merges Ohio-based Kroger and Idaho-based Albertsons, creating a company with nearly 5,000 stores and more than 700,000 employees. Kroger says it will invest more than $1 billion upgrading Albertson stores and spend another $1 billion on increased pay and improved benefits for employees. I'm Rory O'Neill.
General Motors says they'll halt production of the Chevrolet Corvette at their Bowling Green, Kentucky plant next week due to supply chain issues. The plant was shut down for the same reason in late August and lost production in April and March of this year. Officials wouldn't specify what parts are in short supply, but said they expect supply chain issues to improve by 25 to 30% this year. Production of the famed sports car is expected to resume at that plant a week from Monday. Brad Siegel, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Next week is the bulky item pickup week for Danville and Perryville. Public Services will accept items that are too big to fit in your regular trash container the week of October 17th to the 21st. That begins Monday. Accepted items will be common household goods like furniture and dressers, home appliances like washers, stoves, and refrigerators, electronics like TVs, and brush. They'll not accept oversized items like pianos and pool tables or tires or car parts. You can put out up to 5 items per household. It'll happen in Danville and Perryville during your regular scheduled trash pickup day beginning Monday and going through Friday. The zoning for a former hospital and old doctor's office in Stanford has been amended. The Interior Journal's reporting that the area on Portman Avenue was rezoned from R1, that's single-family residential, to B2, which is neighborhood business district. The old hospital is expected to become the new home of the Volunteers of America Freedom. That home will be for pregnant women who are battling substance abuse disorders. I'm Joe Mathis.
Hi, this is Fred with Stewart Powell Ford here in Danville. And since 1949, Stewart Powell has made it easy for Central Kentuckians to purchase new and pre-owned vehicles by providing quality products and services at a fair price, all while treating our customers like family. What you may not know is that we also purchase vehicles directly from individuals. We pay market value for pre-owned vehicles, and there is never an obligation to purchase another one from us. So stop by and see us here at 225 South Danville Bypass, and we'll make it easy for you to sell it at a fair price while being treated like family.
You deserve the best. The best town, best friends, best family, and yes, you deserve the best full-service banking center. You deserve Town & Country Bank and Trust. Voted the best customer service in Anderson County by you. No matter whether you're making a deposit, speaking to a loan officer, or calling our Customer Resource Center, we focus on creating lasting relationships with all of our customers. Town & Country Bank and Trust. Visit us online at mytcbt.bank or at our Lawrenceburg Banking Center location. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Need a rapid test for COVID-19, strep, or flu? Come to Real Health Primary Care in Danville. Walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30 in the Southland Plaza, 975 Houstonville Road. Same-day appointments. Call 209-2331. 209-2331.
It's 7:07.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Silver Star Gun and Ammo in Harrodsburg. They buy, sell, or trade. Silver Star Gun and Ammo in Harrodsburg, across from the Mercer County Library on Lexington Street.
Good morning, everybody. I have your WHBN weather forecast to get you up and going this morning. Today will be sunshine to start, then a few clouds this afternoon, high near 70. Partly cloudy skies tonight, low around 45. Sunday will be mostly cloudy with some showers in the afternoon, high of 69, chance of rain, only 40%. Sunday night, clear to partly cloudy with a low of 39. Monday, partly cloudy with a high of only 53, but the low will be 28. Ooh. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high of only 49 and a low of 27. Better turn the heat on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday will be sunny with a high of 53. Thursday, partly cloudy with a high of 58. Friday will be mostly sunny with a high of 64. Football Friday night will be clear with a low of 39. Currently, we are showing 58 degrees here at the station this morning. Warmer than it will be all of Monday. We got coming your way, we've got some music, and we'll have the Sports Saturday report at 1:15, statewide and local news at the bottom of the hour. All coming your way right here on WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Ask to play WHBN, The Rooster. La 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 la. My hair might be a little too long for your taste, my friend. My car might cost a little less than that suit you're wearing. I'm glad you stumbled in here on your business trip. Before you close your tab, remember I play for tips. Well, I bet your wife is beautiful and you're really big, so well, I'm not doing bad myself. Hey friend, don't you know I play guitar and I sing my songs in the sunshine. Captain and cloaks and barroom jokes keep me feeling fine. And there's always a stage and a beautiful babe to squeeze my life. In my simple way, guess you could say I'm living in the big time. I know I'll probably never make $1,000,000, but savings accounts and the IRS never worry me much. I don't need that stuff, 'cause I've got friends like you who buy me drinks, have boats and planes that I can use. I know you're really living in that house up on the hill. So if you feel like giving, friend, I've got a jar to fill. I play guitar and I sing my songs in the sunshine. Captain and cloaks and barroom jokes keep me feeling fine. And there's always a stage and a beautiful babe And there's always a stage and a beautiful babe to squeeze my life. In my simple way, guess you could say I'm living in the big time. In my simple way, guess you could say I'm living in the big time. WHBN.
And good morning to you. I hope you're having a great morning so far. Time to get up, get moving, and do what you need to do. I was looking this morning and found that these are the top signs that it's time to shave your head. Your hairline starts on your neck. It takes the barber 3 minutes or less to cut your hair. Your ear hair is thicker than your head hair. You own 352 hats. You have to put on sunblock in the winter. People think you look like Bruce Willis. You spend more in spray-on hair than your mortgage. I don't know about that. Your nickname is Peach Fuzz. Even the hair club for men thinks you should shave. That's bad. You're starting to comb over your eyebrows. You're considering growing out your nose hair. Your shower drain looks like a wig. I guess those are all good reasons. You know, you might want to think about that and just go ahead and shave it and be done with it. Personally, my hair is kind of long and usually wear it in a ponytail, but it is getting thin on top, so when that happens, I guess I will shave like everyone else. Of course, I thought about just shaving the top and leaving the back long, like I've seen some people do, but that's okay. I kind of hate to give up my long hair. Once you get used to it, you miss it, because I had it long once before, many years ago, and after I cut it off, I really missed it. We've got coming your way the Sports Saturday Report, and then there'll be some more music, followed by the statewide and local news at the bottom of the hour, all coming your way right here on WHBN Harrodsburg.
Country and more. WHBN.
Here's the score from the Kentucky News Network. I'm Scott Fitzgerald. Well, it's a big night for high school football around the Commonwealth last night. Let's get a look at some of the ranked teams in action now in Class 1A. Number 1 Pikeville will take on Russellville in Somerset today. Meanwhile, jumping 2 spots to number 3, Bethlehem falls to Campbellsville 21-14, and newcomer to the top 10, Bishop Brossart beat number 9 Paris 38-13. In Class 2A, co-number 1's Beechwood and Mayfield were back at it. Beechwood beating number 8 Lloyd Memorial 34-7, while Mayfield beat Ballard Memorial 50-0. In Class 3A, number 1 Christian Academy is off until next week, though number 4 Mason County beat 2-loss Lewis County 48-6. Over to Class 4A, new number 1 Lexington Catholic beat Bourbon County no problem 49-0. While number 3 Boyle County got back to their winning ways, also pitching a shutout over Anderson County 36-0. To Class 5A, number 1 Frederick Douglass beat 1-loss Great Crossing 54-0, while new number 2 Woodford County beat 1-loss Collins 41-28. Finally, in Class 6A, number 1 and defending state champion St. Xavier beat Butler 38-6, while Henderson County lost to 2-loss Davies County, who received 12 votes this week, 73-35. And in college football, it's go time for 22nd ranked Kentucky. They'll try to get back in the win column against 5-1 and 16th ranked Mississippi State. Major League Baseball's postseason rolling on last night. It was Trent Grisham hitting a home run to right field in the bottom of the 4th. The Padres beat the Dodgers 2-1 to take a 2-1 lead in that series. Elsewhere, Cleveland upends New York 4-2. They even up their series with the Yankees. It shifts back to Cleveland today. And the Phillies all over the Braves 9-1. The Phillies lead that best-of-5 National League Divisional Series 2-1. And in horse racing at Keeneland yesterday, it was Graham Morton trained Highland Chief holding off Temple by a length to win the 28th running of the $300,000 Sycamore. Racing continues today with the 10-race card featuring the $600,000 Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup. I'm Scott Fitzgerald.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
I grow corn and beans, and I raise cattle. What I do is good for people, good for Kentucky. And what I don't do is good for the environment. I don't let fertilizer, chemicals, manure, or good farmland run off into the creek. And you know what? Turns out that also makes me more productive and more efficient. If you're a farmer, develop an ag water quality plan. It's never been easier. Go to eec.ky.gov/agwater to find out how.
If you're traveling by foot, It's important to stay on your toes. Be visible with bright or reflective clothing. Use sidewalks and crosswalks. Pay attention and stay off the phone. When it comes to pedestrian safety, please walk the walk. Walk safe, Kentucky. A message from the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
The weather is changing, which means fall is here and winter is just around the corner. While the days are getting shorter, the businesses of Mercer County are working harder. They are working harder to provide a place for you and your family to enjoy this holiday season. Grab your family and enjoy a hike at Shaker Village. Head to Old Fort Harrods State Park and enjoy a historic tour. Or take a stroll in historic downtown Harrodsburg and enjoy shopping and dining. Regardless of where you spend your time this holiday season, we hope you spend it with the people dearest to you. This ad is paid for by the Harrodsburg-Mercer County Tourist Commission.
You are cordially invited to attend the COVID Recovery Fair and Job Fair, Saturday, 10 to 4 at the Harrisburg Fiscal Court parking lot, 207 West Lexington Street. It's sponsored by the Bergen School System with support from the Kentucky Career Center, Mercer County Library, Mercer Transformation, Goodwill, Bluegrass Community Action Agency, Chloe's Pedals for Hope, Isaiah House, and more will be there. Stop by for the Job Fair and win gift cards. See you Saturday for the COVID Recovery Fair and Job Fair, 10 to 4, Harrisburg Fiscal Court parking lot, 207 West Lexington.
It's here. It's new. Filled with the best wide selection of vehicles just for you.
Right at Field User Factory.
7 acres of pre-owned elite inventory makes them the largest deal maker around.
Right at Field User Factory.
So come on down to Nicholsville off US 27 to Vince Drive. Then you've arrived at the new
Right at Field User Factory.
Buy with confidence straight from the factory. Take a virtual tour at
BrianHillUserFactory.com.
This is Dan Yates, and I want you to join me for Breakfast with the Coaches as we talk Titan football live from the old bus station every Saturday morning this fall from 9 to 10. Tune your radios to WHBN 99.5 FM, AM 1420, or catch our live stream at hometownlive.net. Breakfast with the Coaches is brought to you by Farmers National Bank, Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance, 101 Business Solutions, Big Deals Online Store, and the old bus station restaurant. Go Titans!
It's 7:19.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Coel Collision Center in Danville on Lebanon Road. After a wreck, tell the tow truck driver to take your vehicle to the experts. Coel Collision Center.
Good morning. I hope everybody's having a great day so far. I have your WHBN weather forecast for you. Today will be sunny to partly cloudy with a high near 70. Tonight will be partly cloudy skies, low near 45. Sunday, mostly cloudy with some showers in the afternoon, high of 69. Your chance of rain is only 40%. Sunday night, clear to partly cloudy with a low of 39. Monday, partly cloudy with a high of 53. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high of 49. Wednesday, sunny with a high of 53. Thursday, partly cloudy with a high of 58. Friday, mostly sunny with a high of 64. Football Friday night, clear with a low of 39. Currently, we are showing 59 degrees here at the station this morning, and it's kind of nice out there so far, but it's going to cool off this week. Remember that. Some of the lows on Monday and Tuesday are going to be below freezing. Well, actually, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the low will be below freezing. So remember that. Put something over your windshield on your car. Give yourself a little extra time. Get up a few minutes early so you can clean off your windshield and be able to drive to work or school or wherever you're going. You can be safe. We got coming your way. We've got some music, and at the bottom of the hour, we'll have news and information for you. All coming your way right here on WHBN Harrodsburg, the Rooster.
Enjoy the country classics on WHBN on AM 14.
Isaiah House provides holistic substance abuse treatment to help recovering addicts achieve sobriety for a lifetime.
If you're looking for treatment, if you're looking for help out there, and you're a woman, you can't do it by yourself. They will welcome you in with open arms and open hands right where you're at.
Kentucky Medicaid accepted for treatment. Call Isaiah House Treatment Center today, 859-375-9200. Isaiah House Treatment Center, real hope for addiction.
Happy tastes good at your Harrisburg DQ. From breakfast to lunch to dinner, all day, anytime is a good time to eat at DQ. Right now, check out their chili burgers. Single, double, triples, all served on a toasted bun with chili sauce, onions, and cheese. Salads are available at DQ with chicken. Choose either crispy, rotisserie, or grilled, or just get a chef salad. Free DQ cupcake on your birthday and wedding anniversary. DQ in Harrodsburg on North College Street. Happy tastes good.
We're halfway through the football season. It's the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report, live from the Harrodsburg Pizza Hut Monday nights from 6 o'clock until 7 on WHIR and WHBN. We talk live with all the area high school football coaches of Danville, Boyle County, Lincoln County, Garrett County, and Mercer County, as well as reports from Center College head coach Andy Fry and UK head football coach. The Pizza Hut Pigskin Report, Mondays from 6 o'clock until 7 on WHIR, WHBN, and HometownLive.net.
If something seems too good to be true, it likely is. Hello, I'm Adam Hopkins, Security Officer at Farmers National Bank. Scam artists use tricks like prize offerings or special deals. If you aren't sure, do research online or give us a call for help.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
High winds and dry conditions have created the danger of fire in western and central Kentucky. Several counties currently have burn bans in place. Lexington Fire Major Jessica Bowman tells WKYT.
The bottom line is dry weather and high winds are dangerous fire conditions. And the easiest fire for us to extinguish is the one that never starts, which is why we need the public's help in complying with this burn ban.
The National Weather Service is forecasting wind gusts of up to 35 miles per hour. An Eastern Kentucky judge executive has resigned. Martin County Judge Executive Colby Kirk also announced that he would withdraw from the general election. In a statement, Kirk writes, quote, "I can confidently say I am leaving the county in good fiscal condition and more ready than ever for opportunities in tourism and economic development," end quote. His last day in office will be October 28th. The Marion County, Kentucky Sheriff's Office is investigating a crash that left one woman dead yesterday evening. The Sheriff's Office reports that 31-year-old Jessica Passmore was heading southbound on North Loretto Road when she lost control of her car going around a curve. They say she overcorrected, crossing back into the northbound lane and overturning in an open field. Passmore was ejected from her vehicle and later died at the hospital, according to officials. The sheriff's office also said that there was a 13-year-old passenger in the car who was injured, but not severely. And the deadline is fast approaching for Eastern Kentucky residents who suffered damage from the devastating flooding in July to apply for FEMA assistance. People in 13 counties are eligible for federal help to cover anything that's not covered by insurance. FEMA grants are not taxed and do not have to be repaid. You can apply online at disasterassistance.gov by October 28th. I'm Jeff Milby.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Sports is about overcoming obstacles. This is Ernie Johnson Jr., and those are the stories I love to tell in the broadcast booth. But the courage of college athletes is more than matched by another group of young men, the boys fighting Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's the most prolific genetic killer diagnosed in childhood, and there's no cure. But college football coaches are doing something about it, and you can help. It's called Coach to Cure MD. Text the word CURE to 501-501 to donate $25 on your next mobile phone bill, or go online at CoachToCureMD.org. Text the word CURE to 501-501 today. Help college football coaches cure MD. You'll be proud you did.
Brought to you by the American Football Coaches Association.
It's time for the news, all about your neighbors and probably about you. It's your local news, presented by
First Financial Bank.
Monday through Saturday.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Kentucky State Police is currently looking for Kentuckians who want to serve as KSP troopers. KSP says they're accepting applications for both new and accelerated program cadets. The deadline to apply for it is October 28th, with the upcoming cadet class scheduled for February 28th, 2023. Interested applicants can apply online at the KSP website. More than $5 million has been donated to Kentucky flood victims. The organization's Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky has announced that they've awarded $5.3 million to families, nonprofits, small businesses, and family farms that were hit during the flooding. $1.2 million of that was given to the Housing Can't Wait initiative to build houses in 3 different counties, while another $2.1 million was given to families representing more than 21,000 people. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
What does it mean to believe in something, to truly support and get behind it, to be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, we go beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together, we're better. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Located in Harrodsburg at the corner of College and Childs.
Here are the obituaries. Barbara Ann Bruner Hayden, age 91 of Harrodsburg, died Wednesday. Visitation is Monday from 11 to the time of the service at 12:30 at Alexandra and Royalty Funeral Home. And those are today's obituaries on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM WHBN.
What does it mean to believe in something, to truly support and get behind it, to be committed and invested in making sure it succeeds and grows? At First Financial Bank, we go beyond banking, providing resources for dreams that matter and giving back to projects that make a difference. As our family grows, our commitment to serve the community grows with it. First Financial Bank, because together, we're better. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
Located in Harrodsburg at the corner of College and Childs.
That's the news for today, presented by
First Financial Bank.
Charles and College in Harrodsburg.
WHBN, Harrodsburg.
AM 1420 and now FM 99.5.
Steel guitar, I love them all, love and no blues hall.
Big deals. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hi, Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with Big Deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
When you're ready to explore the outdoors, come Park It in Kentucky. The Bluegrass State's 45 diverse state parks offer everything you want in a fall vacation. Hike a forest trail, paddle clear water, enjoy a horseback ride, or simply sit back, take a deep breath, soak up the sights and sounds of nature. What could be better than that? Kentucky residents can enjoy more for less with discounted rates for the best outdoor adventure, camping, lodging, golf, and more. Visit parks.ky.gov, parks.ky.gov.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia in Nicholasville. You know, folks are complaining daily about supply chains and inventory. We don't have that problem. We have new Kias arriving daily. We have a great selection of Kias from Tellurides, Sorrentos, Sportages, Celtos, Souls, K5s, and Fortes. And remember, we have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. Come and see us here at Cartown Kia or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
While supplies last with approved credit, see dealer for details and availability.
Here's Robin at the Mercer County Public Library.
Right here at 109 West Lexington Street. Come and visit us Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Give us a call, 859-734-3680. And if you want to quickly get to a staff member, press 2. You do not have to pay fines. We just need the book back. Copies, we've reduced the price on that. Any size paper you have, whether it's black and white or whether it's color, it's 10 cents per side.
At the Mercer County Public Library.
Kentucky has one of the most expansive state park systems in the nation. For decades, the parks have been bringing people together for family reunions, fishing, hiking, and a wealth of other activities. What's your favorite memory of a Kentucky state park? Unfortunately, it takes more than governmental support to keep the parks vibrant. The Kentucky State Parks Foundation raises money to create educational programs for elementary school kids to connect them with nature, handicapable hiking trails, and the preservation of historical artifacts. Make a tax-deductible donation online at KentuckyStateParksFoundation.org.
It's 7:42.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Horn Home Supply, a trusted name for quality service and a fair price for over 40 years. See Matt Horn at Horn Home Supply in Harrodsburg, South College Street.
Good morning. I have your WHBN weather forecast for you. Today will be sunny to partly cloudy with a high near 70. Tonight will be partly cloudy skies with a low near 45. Sunday, mostly cloudy with some showers in the afternoon, high of 69. Chance of rain is only 40%, though. Sunday night, clear to partly cloudy with a low of 39. Then the temperatures are going to drop this week. Monday, partly cloudy with a high of 53, but the low will be 28. Tuesday, mostly sunny, high of only 49, but the low overnight will be 27. Wednesday, sunny with a high of 53 and a low 30. So you got 3 days there. You're going to wake up with some frost on your windshields. Make sure you plan accordingly. Thursday, partly cloudy with a high of 58. Friday, mostly sunny with a high of 64. Football Friday night, partly cloudy with a low of 39. We currently are showing 60 degrees here at the station this morning. It's not bad out there. The wind is up, and it's supposed to be up today. Not bad. Old gusts of about 10, 15 miles an hour. Not too bad to blow you off the road or anything. Wouldn't like to say that Mercer County Titans, hey, you gave a good fight. You fought it all the way to overtime, but lost by 3 points. So you guys still did good. We want you to know that, and we still are behind you. We still support you, and you have nothing to be ashamed of. You guys fought to the very end. We've got some music coming your way, and we'll have the national news at the top of the hour, and that will be followed by Gardening with James, all coming your way right here on WHBN Harrodsburg, the Rooster.
Here's the score from the Kentucky News Network. I'm Scott Fitzgerald. Well, it's a big night for high school football around the Commonwealth last night. Let's get a look at some of the ranked teams in action now in Class 1A. Number 1, Pikeville will take on Russellville in Somerset today. Meanwhile, jumping 2 spots to number 3, Bethlehem falls to Campbellsville, 21-14. And newcomer to the top 10, Bishop Brossart beat number 9, Paris, 38-13. In Class 2A, co-number 1's Beechwood and Mayfield were back at it. Beechwood beating number 8, Lloyd Memorial, 34-7, while Mayfield beat Ballard Memorial 50-0. In Class 3A, number 1, Christian Academy is off until next week, though number 4, Mason County beat Toulouse Lewis County 48-6. Over to Class 4A, new number 1, Lexington Catholic beat Bourbon County no problem, 49-0. While number 3, Boyle County got back to their winning ways, also pitching a shutout over Anderson County 36-0. To Class 5A, number 1, Frederick Douglass beat one-loss Great Crossing 54-0, while new number 2, Woodford County beat one-loss Collins 41-28. Finally, in Class 6A, number 1 and defending state champion St. Xavier beat Butler 38-6. While Henderson County lost to two-loss Davies County, who received 12 votes this week, 73-35. And in college football, it's go time for 22nd ranked Kentucky. They'll try to get back in the win column against 5-1 and 16th ranked Mississippi State. Major League Baseball's postseason rolling on last night. It was Trent Grisham hitting a home run to right field in the bottom of the 4th. The Padres beat the Dodgers 2-1 to take a 2-1 lead in that series. Elsewhere, Cleveland upends New York 4-2. They even up their series with the Yankees. It shifts back to Cleveland today. And the Phillies all over the Braves 9-1. The Phillies lead that best-of-5 National League Divisional Series 2-1. And in horse racing at Keeneland yesterday, it was Graham Morton trained Highland Chief holding off Temple by a length to win the 28th running of the $300,000 Sycamore. Racing continues today with a 10-race card featuring the $600,000 Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup. I'm Scott Fitzgerald.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
I grow corn and beans, and I raise cattle. What I do is good for people, good for Kentucky. And what I don't do is good for the environment. I don't let fertilizer, chemicals, manure, or good farmland run off into the creek. And you know what? Turns out that also makes me more productive and more efficient. If you're a farmer, develop an ag water quality plan. It's never been easier. Go to eec.ky.gov/agwater to find out how.
If you're traveling by foot, it's important to stay on your toes. Be visible with bright or reflective clothing. Use sidewalks and crosswalks. Pay attention and stay off the phone. When it comes to pedestrian safety, please walk the walk. Walk safe, Kentucky. A message from the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
This is Earl Matsu reporting there will be 2 political candidate forums occurring. The first on Monday, October 24th at 6:30 p.m. in the Mercer County Senior High School Auditorium. Candidates for a constable, Harrodsburg City Commission, County Magistrate, County Judge Executive, Kentucky Senator, District Court Judge, and U.S. Representatives have been invited. The second will be held on October 25th at 6:30 p.m. in the Bergen School Cafeteria. Candidates for Bergen City Council, Bergen Mayor, and County Magistrate have been invited. Voters may attend in person or listen on WHBN 1420 AM or 99.5 FM on the web at hometownlive.net or on the Harrodsburg Herald Facebook. Please attend and vote on November 8th.
Harrodsburg Tire and Automotive is a full-service auto center providing a wide range of tire and auto care services. They provide customers with tires of all brands and sizes. Harrodsburg Tire and Automotive can accommodate vehicles from small cars to dually trucks. They offer a lot of auto maintenance services, including brakes, front-end work, alignments, engine repairs, computer diagnostics, tune-ups, oil changes, and so much more. North College Street next to Napa. Give them a call, 734-4563, 734-4563 for Harrodsburg Tire.
The hometown place where all the locals eat is the old bus station in downtown Harrisburg. The fresh veggies and sides, the famous banana soft serve ice cream, all make it a great place to eat with family and friends. Stop in for breakfast or come by for lunch. Be sure to get a Titan burger or a Bulldog burger. And when the weather is nice, enjoy a meal on the outdoor patio. Specials every day. Call ahead for carryout. Located in Harrisburg on South Greenville Street, the old bus station restaurant open Tuesday through Saturday 7 to 2. The old bus station in downtown Harrisburg.
Danville's Deal Maker, Bob Allen.
Get your GMC today at Bob Allen GMC. Hi, I'm John Welsh. Experience the all-new GMC Sierra 1500 and take advantage of 0% financing. Available for well-qualified buyers. Bob Allen GMC, located on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
This is Goldie Goldsmith McNary, inviting you to join me each week for What's Happening Goldie, a talk show that features interesting people about interesting things. We'll learn how to stay healthy and keep fit, and we'll explore the world of entertainment. So join me for What's Happening Goldie.
What's Happening Goldie every Wednesday at 10:05 a.m. and Saturday at 8:30 a.m. on WHBN 1420 a.m. and 99.5 FM.
Saturday night. Coach Stoops and the Cats are at home in Lexington for an SEC battle under the lights. Mississippi State Bulldogs and your Kentucky Wildcats.
Touchdown, Kentucky!
The pregame show starts this Saturday evening at 5:30 with kickoff at 7:30.
All of your home for the Cats and the hits. WRNZ FM Z105. Go Cats! Thanks for listening to The Rooster, WHBN AM 1420, and now FM 99.5.
$25 on your next mobile phone bill or go online at coachtocuremd.org. Text the word CURE to 501-501 today. Help college football coaches Cure MD. You'll be proud you did.
Brought to you by the American Football Coaches Association.
A woman in California has been fired from her job because of a TikTok video. Julie Ryan has more.
The video showed coffee spilling all over the counter after she forgot to put her mug underneath the coffee maker. The coffee spill isn't what got 24-year-old Michelle Cerna fired. It was the work meeting playing on her laptop in another room that got her in trouble. Cerna said she didn't realize the meeting could be heard in the video until she was called into the Human Resources office and fired. The company let her go because she didn't get consent from her coworkers or the company for recording a confidential conversation and for making a social media video during work. Cerna said rejection is redirection and has started her own company. I'm Julie Ryan.
The race to replace Ohio Senator Rob Portman is neck and neck. Lisa Taylor has more.
Recent polls show less than a 1-point spread between Democratic candidate Tim Ryan and his Republican challenger J.D. Vance. That's within the margin of error, making the race too close to call. Next month's Ohio Senate race is being closely watched by Americans because it's one of just a few that will decide which political party controls the U.S. Senate in 2023. I'm Lisa Taylor.
The death toll in Florida from Hurricane Ian is now at least 108. The state's Medical Examiners Commission confirmed 3 more fatalities related to the storm, including 2 in Lee County and 1 in Osceola County. Lee County, home to Fort Myers, is where half of the deaths occurred. That's where the Category 4 hurricane made landfall more than 2 weeks ago with 150-mile-per-hour winds and a catastrophic storm surge. Inflation fears are on the rise again. The University of Michigan's latest reading on consumer sentiment shows a rebound in inflation expectations for the next 12 months. The survey's chief economist notes continued uncertainty over prices and the global economy. The 5-year outlook for inflation expectations also increased in October, that despite a slight rise in overall consumer sentiment. Brad Siegel, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Kentucky State Police is currently looking for Kentuckians who want to serve as KSP troopers. KSP says they're accepting applications for both new and accelerated program cadets. The deadline to apply for it is October 28th, with the upcoming cadet class scheduled for February 28th, 2023. Interested applicants can apply online at the KSP website. More than $5 million has been donated to Kentucky flood victims. The organization's Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky has announced that they've awarded $5.3 million to families, nonprofits, small businesses, and family farms that were hit during the flooding. $1.2 million of that was given to the Housing Can't Wait initiative to build houses in 3 different counties, while another $2.1 million was given to families representing more than 21,000 people. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
They done did it again. Gave a great deal and made a new friend. Where's this, you say? Withers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Lawrenceburg is the way. With first-class service and a spin of the wheel. For some extra gifts after your new car deal, check out the inventory at ChryslerofLawrenceburg.com and head on down to US 127 to the new Withers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Lawrenceburg. Today is your deal of the day, and Withers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Lawrenceburg is the way.
At Suttles Tree Care, we salute the beauty of the great outdoors. And for those times when the great outdoors isn't so beautiful, you don't have to worry. At Suttles Tree Care, we do it all. We help protect your trees from damage in high winds and storms, even tree and stump removal, land clearing, brush trimming. Let Suttles Tree Care take a look at your property. If there's a tree that could be a problem, we'll let you know and take care of it before the problem happens. At Suttles Tree Care, you get the best for less. Affordable, expert tree and brush trimming, cabling to reduce stress damage on your tree from high winds, weight from ice and snow, and heavy foliage. We aren't some gypsies from out of town. We're a licensed, insured, locally owned business, a family that's been taking care of your land for over 30 years. The great outdoors. It's beautiful. At Suttles Tree Care, we can help you keep it that way. Visit SuttlesTreeCare.com and let's take care of your trees and property before there's a problem. Suttles Tree Care. Get the best for less.
This is Dan Yates, and I want you to join me for Breakfast with the Coaches as we talk Titan football live from the old bus station every Saturday morning this fall from 9 to 10. Tune your radios to WHBN 99.5 FM, AM 1420, or catch our live stream at hometownlive.net. Breakfast with the Coaches is brought to you by Farmers National Bank, Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance, 101 Business Solutions, Big Deals Online Store, and the old bus station restaurant. Go Titans!
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Central Kentucky Mulch and Stone, your landscape supplier. For designer and construction gravel, cut stones, color mulches, straw blankets, and more. Located on Daveco Drive off the Danville Bypass.
Sunny skies today, a high of 68 this afternoon. Partly cloudy tonight, low 43. Tomorrow, partly sunny, but some showers likely, high 66. Sunday night, chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low 39. Mostly sunny Monday, high 54.
Welcome to Gardening with James. Learn how to start your own garden, grow your own food, and live a healthier lifestyle. Food can be a medicine for the body, or it can cause high blood pressure or other health issues by not eating right. This show is packed full of tips and information, as well as special guest interviews from around the country, and is designed to make gardening simple, fun, and frugal for the whole family. Call James with your questions and problems now at 734-4321. Now, let's go in the garden with your host, James Ross.
All right, here we go on another great Saturday morning. As Jason was saying, the temperature is going to be pretty nice. A little bit windy out there, so you may want to put a light jacket or something on temporarily for a couple hours. But all in all, it's going to be a good day. Plenty of sunshine. Like I said, as we go into the next 5 to 6, 7 days, temperature's going to, first it's going to be up in the 70s, then it's going to get down in the 50s. And so it's going to kind of fluctuate, for the next probably week or so. And I think one of those days next week, we're supposed to, maybe even hit 80. So the weather's changing. The fall season is here. The great thing about this part of the season, now we're looking into the holidays. The holidays are coming. We got trick or treat on the 31st, and then the next big one is Thanksgiving. Then we got Christmas, and we got New Year's. So, the holiday seasons are coming where people normally get together and celebrate one thing or another. And the sooner that you get your landscape cleaned up, the sooner you can start to enjoy it, because the longer you wait, the more into the holidays you get, and then you won't have time. So try to get all those things cleaned up, your bushes and your shrubs and your trees, your leaves. And believe me, I've got tons and tons of leaves, but I got a new toy. I got the mulcher with the little bagging system with the little trailer, and I was able to use it for the first time yesterday. Yesterday was my first day using it by myself, so it was a learning process, trying to remember what he told me and those kind of things on Monday. So, it took me a minute to, figure out where the choke was, where's the, where you speed it up, how you slow it down, how do you empty it, and all those kind of things. So it probably took me about a half hour, maybe 45 minutes to figure those things out because, once I got it figured out and I was able to use the chipper because they added a chipper to it. So now branches up to 2 inches thick, I can just drop them in there and they just chew it right up into a nice little mulch. And I was really pleased with that because now I don't have to worry about, trying to figure out how to keep the trees protected, with the mulch and things like that because it cuts it up into really fine mulch. And I think this one, I started off at like 2,100. Then they added like say the 2-inch chipper to go along with it. So I think it was about 2,300 is what they spent. And but it really does the job. I was able to fill it up, and then I had to figure out how to empty it. They showed me how to open the back of it and take the little hoodie thing off of it and those kind of things. But what they didn't tell me was that I could pull the back off. All I had to do was raise it up, and all I could do was lean it back and take a shovel in, and I'm shoveling out the back when all I had to do was pull up on the thing, and the whole back comes off. So it was a learning process, but like I said, it took me about 45 minutes to figure it out, but it is well worth it with the amount of leaves that we have. So it was an interesting day. All right, we got a phone call coming in here. Gardening with James. Hello. All right. I'm not sure. Oh, I guess it would help if there you go.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, James. That's Kurt with the Farmers Market over here in Mercer County.
Mm-hmm.
You sound more like me, not reading directions, you know?
Yeah.
Or listening to them anyway.
Yeah.
How was your premiere last weekend?
It went well. I still don't know the final results at this point, but they put all the videos and different things that was out, and I think it was like 30 of them or so. They put it out online, and I guess they're looking for feedback for that. But all in all, it was really good, and I was able to talk food and community and different things to to the questions that was asked. So it turned out to be a good event.
That's awesome. The gentleman that sat in for you was gracious enough to let me get on the radio last week too, so really appreciated him. And he was telling everybody, that what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, congratulations again on that. I mean, that must have been an awesome experience to see all that compiled.
Yeah.
What you've done in your career, that's just so amazing.
Well,
can't wait to get a chance myself.
Yeah, well, everybody's got a story, now I tell people that, take pictures of your projects, take little videos, start building some type of little history, on your own. And then, if somebody comes up with the money or the idea or has the equipment, video it. So this way you can show people what it is that you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, you'll have a record for your own timeline on when you put stuff in and started. And
yeah.
When it should be done.
Well, for me, that was one of those learning things that I didn't know anything about. But fortunately, I had a great teacher. This little lady, she was about 5 foot tall. Her name was Annette. And, she helped me through, some tough times. And she told me, she said, I know you can do it. I got faith in you. And I, being a knucklehead, I was, a knucklehead at some point. But she didn't care. She just kept working with me and told me that, hey, you can do this.
Well, sounds like you got through it, too.
And got through it. That's right.
Well, I always told my children, make your mistakes early in life because you got time to recover, right?
That's right. And, and this, I tell people, and it's not too late. I was in my, I think 24, 25 years old when I first got into gardening there. And like I said, I was a knucklehead for probably about another, 6, 7 years. And but like I said, but somewhere along the line, I cleaned my act up and stopped drinking and started, using the gardening as my therapy.
That's awesome. Well, I just want to encourage everybody to get out and support their market if it's open today. We are here in Mercer County. Well, down a vendor or two, but we still have plenty of fresh vegetables. And I opened up the trunk of my car to get the tomatoes out, and oh my gosh, they smell so good this morning.
And fresh.
Yep. So,
all right.
Anyways, I appreciate your time, and next weekend will be our last weekend, but
okay.
Listening and stay in touch.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll be here next weekend, and like I say, you just go ahead and give me a call and let me know what you got, and and hopefully I'll have updates on, different markets that are still open because, as you said a couple of weeks ago, it's all coming to an end, and so buy fresh while you can.
Yep. All right, then. You have a great day. Enjoy this beautiful weather still, and stay fire safe. I'll say it like that.
Yes, sir.
Heard about I was in Harrisburg yesterday, but over by the fort, I saw a big plume of smoke, and then the fire engines headed that way.
Oh.
I don't know if it was kind of smelled like a big leaf pile going up to me, but I'm not sure what it was.
There's a lot of dry leaves at this point.
There sure are. Yep. And I started composting some mine the other day, and so I got a big tub of water to push them down into to get them wet, and then put in the compost. So
Okay.
A little bit slower, but it still works.
It's just as long as it works.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jim, so much. You're
Okay.
such an asset to the community.
Well, I appreciate it, and like I say, we'll stay in touch.
Okay. Talk to you soon.
All right. Have a good one. Sell out.
You too. Bye. Thanks.
All right. Yeah, so get out there and, support your farmers markets that are still open. Like I said, we're coming down to probably the last couple of weeks or so, for some places. And like I said, Mercer County, I think they've got one more weekend. So go out and support those farmers. Get the rest of those fresh vegetables because next week we're going to have, a couple of cold days, the frost, so, if you've got plants, tender plants that you want to keep over the winter, bring them in the house before next week. I've started bringing some of my plants in, some of the tender plants that won't put up with 30 degrees. So I started bringing those in, and, and next week is definitely going to be the deadline because, like I said, once it drops down to about, under 39, 34, your plants, they're going to take a beating. But, one way to try to fix that is to make sure that you water them really good the day before. If you can't bring those plants in, water them real good, and that water will help them sustain some of that. But start paying attention to those cold days and help your plants out. I tell you what, let me get my break out the way, and I'll be right back.
Big deals. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hi, Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with Big Deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
You are cordially invited to attend the COVID Recovery Fair and Job Fair, Saturday, 10 to 4 at the Harrisburg Fiscal Court parking lot, 207 West Lexington Street. It's sponsored by the Bergen School System with support from the Kentucky Career Center, Mercer County Library, Mercer Transformation, Goodwill, Bluegrass Community Action Agency, Chloe's Pedals for Hope, Isaiah House, and more will be there. Stop by for the Job Fair and win gift cards. See you Saturday for the COVID Recovery Fair and Job Fair, 10 to 4, Harrisburg Fiscal Court parking lot, 207 West Lexington.
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here. Mulch to Go now has Rock to Go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips, too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 325-5858. They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner of 127 and Beaumont Avenue across from the Old Spirit Chevrolet dealership.
If you're looking for a better dental experience, Dr. Jennifer Nichols' goal is always to provide each and every patient with the very best dental care in the most genuine and caring manner possible. Their office is a friendly atmosphere that will immediately put your family at ease. Their professional staff will help you feel welcome and comfortable every time you enter their office as they strive to provide the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle and efficient way. For an appointment, visit Dr. Jennifer Nichols. She's on North College Street. Call 734-5111. See how different a dental experience can be with Dr. Jennifer Nichols.
I'm Adam Hopkins, Security Officer at Farmers National Bank. If you receive a call from what looks to be your bank and are asked for your account number or online banking password, don't give it to them. This is a scam. Your bank already has this information. Call your bank to verify requests.
The Barbershop in Harrodsburg is operated by Darren Ransdell and located on North College next to Minnemore. The Barbershop offers haircuts of any style, and they can keep your beard trimmed. We'll be out to visit them. The Barbershop is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and also Saturday, 7:30 to noon.
This WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Ransdell Funeral Chapel. Our goal is and always will be to provide the best value in funeral service available. Exceptional care from a trusted family name, Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
Sunny skies today, a high of 68 this afternoon. Partly cloudy tonight, low 43. Tomorrow, partly sunny, but some showers likely, high 66. Sunday night, chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low 39. Mostly sunny Monday, high 54.
Welcome back to Gardening with James. If you have questions, feel free to call the station or email spreadingcompost@gmail.com.
All right, as we said before, the weather's going to be nice. Get out there and enjoy it. Like I say, Radio Rick is going to be over on 207 West Lexington Street in Harrisburg. COVID Recovery Fair, mental health, basic needs resources, physical health resources, employability resources and training, local food trucks, job fair. Should be a really nice event. So, if the COVID affected you and somehow. Go over there and see if you can, maybe find some help to help you out. So take advantage of it. As we were saying earlier, when it comes to your community, when it comes to your kids and things like that, bringing a community together is really important. So this way, what's going on your block, because where I came from, like I said, I knew two people. It took about 2 or 3 years to learn everybody's name on the block. And after that, you start having these little meetings of the concerns, if you're, if they're, in our case, like say, trash pickup, the city wasn't picking up trash. There wasn't enough resources for the seniors. Wasn't enough resources for health departments or grocery stores or fresh vegetables or whatever. We was able to get together with, maybe like, it was a total, over a 10-year period, there was over 3,000 people that came to the garden to help us do the things that we had to do. So, and these are people we didn't know. But they came in and, they pretty much spoke the same language, trying to help the community make things better. But you won't know until you finally get, the block you live on, until you start to get to know who your neighbors are. And, it really helps, because now when you walk out the door and you look across the street, that's not a stranger no more, because you know that person. And you don't have to really particularly like them, but you do know them, and you kind of know how they are. And that counts too. So, because if anything happens, people, they know how to contact you or know what to do in case of emergency. So, make your community safe. It's up to everybody. There's some things the government can do, and then there's some things that the government can't do. But if you work together in your community, you can make a lot of changes. I'm a witness to that. So, Jason was telling me that his daughter is now on the archery team. congratulations. Kids need to have some type of activities, so try to keep them busy into something that they like. And, for me, I found out my granddaughter is in a garden club at the elementary school. Needless to say, I'll start going over there probably the next 2 Thursdays and, try to work with the kids at the school. And, because, if you teach kids early about the things that they're going to need to know, it'll help them in the long run. So work with your kids, spend time with your kids, put forth the effort to show that, hey, if you like it, I'll try to work with you. Because even if you don't have the money a lot of times, there's still a lot of things out there that are free to help you with your child into some of these programs. So let your kids be kids, even after they're teenagers, they're still kids. So, encourage them to be a better person or treat people nice or whatever. So it's all about family. It's all about the community you live in. All neighborhoods aren't the same, so you just have to, like say 6, 7 people can get together and just start come up with different ideas on how to make your community better. Let's see here. My time's about up, but go out and have yourself a great day, great weekend, and try to enjoy what's out there because the cold weather is coming. Doors going to be closing soon. You're going to be putting long johns on and toboggans and all kinds of things to try to stay warm. So until next time, I will be getting back with you Tuesday and Thursday with Rick and Joe to keep you updated on whatever information I can find to try to help you out. Have yourself a great, great weekend. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Gardening with James, Saturday mornings on WHBN 99.5 FM and Tuesdays and Thursdays garden tips on WHIR FM 103.9. If your needs have been met, share it with someone. It will come back tenfold.
WHBN.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
A southern Kentucky man was arrested yesterday morning in connection with a September death. McCreary County Sheriff's deputies found the body of 32-year-old Justin Musgrove in a wooded area behind a church. He'd been reported missing on September 11th. Kentucky State Police joined the investigation and determined that 52-year-old David King was responsible for Musgrove's death. He faces manslaughter and other charges.
How about the greatest fans in all of sport right here in this building?
Last night, Big Blue Madness at Rupp Arena in Lexington. The Kentucky men's and women's basketball teams unveiled to thousands of fans, officially starting the basketball season. Head coach John Calipari.
I'm really liking this team. So why don't we stop talking and let's go have some fun.
Both the Kentucky men and women open their season on November 7th. A red flag warning has been posted across western and central Kentucky as high winds and dry conditions have created dangerous fire conditions. Paul Miles with more.
Outdoor burning is not recommended, and several counties have burn bans in place. The National Weather Service is forecasting winds of 10 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 35 miles per hour. A combination of strong winds, low humidity, and warm temperatures can lead to fast-spreading fires. There is also an increased fire danger in eastern Kentucky, and outdoor burning is not recommended.
And it's an important Saturday on the gridiron for the Kentucky Wildcats football team. Number 22 UK hosts number 16 Mississippi State tonight. Kickoff at Kroger Field at 7:30. I'm Jeff Milby.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Sports is about overcoming obstacles. This is Ernie Johnson Jr., and those are the stories I love to tell in the broadcast booth. But the courage of college athletes is more than matched by another group of young men, the boys fighting Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's the most prolific genetic killer diagnosed in childhood, and there's no cure. But college football coaches are doing something about it, and you can help. It's called Coach to Cure MD. Text the word CURE to 501-501 to donate $25 on your next mobile phone bill, or go online at coachtocuremd.org. Text the word CURE to 501-501 today. Help college football coaches cure MD. You'll be proud you did.
Brought to you by the American Football Coaches Association.
This is Caroline and Adeline at Mattresses and More, next door to Ace Hardware on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for a new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New merchandise arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Come see our Nana for the best deal around. You'll be glad you did.
Mattresses and More than a mattress store, located in Danville. Phone 859-236-1646, and like them on Facebook at Mattresses and More.
ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way. Large enough to serve you, small enough to care. Since 1984. Always on time with our professional team when we show up at your door. Residential and commercial, day or night. ADAHeatingandAir.com does it right. ADA Heating and Air. ADA is on the way. WHBN Harrodsburg.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Kentucky State Police is currently looking for Kentuckians who want to serve as KSP troopers. KSP says they're accepting applications for both new and accelerated program cadets. The deadline to apply for it is October 28th, with the upcoming cadet class scheduled for February 28th, 2023. Interested applicants can apply online at the KSP website. More than $5 million has been donated to Kentucky flood victims. The organization's Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky has announced that they've awarded $5.3 million to families, nonprofits, small businesses, and family farms that were hit during the flooding. $1.2 million of that was given to the Housing Can't Wait initiative to build houses in 3 different counties, while another $2.1 million was given to families representing more than 21,000 people. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis. Here are the obituaries. Barbara Ann Bruner Hayden, age 91 of Harrodsburg, died Wednesday. Visitation is Monday from 11 to the time of the service at 12:30 at Alexandra and Royalty Funeral Home. And those are today's obituaries on AM 1420 and 99.5 FM WHBN.
It's time now for What's Happening Goldie with Goldie Goldsmith Bigneri. What's Happening Goldie is brought to you by WHBN. And now, What's Happening Goldie?
With me on the phone is Sierra Noble, and she is a vocal student of my brother, Ron Browning, in Nashville. And Ron was telling me about this great student that he had. And the more he talked about Sierra, the more I'm like, you have got to hook me up for a radio interview, please. So he did, and I so appreciate you taking time out of your very busy schedule. You have opened for the Olympics. You've opened for Paul McCartney and did a performance for the Queen.
Yeah.
And you're getting ready.
Put it all together. It sounds really crazy.
But the more he talked about you, the more I'm like, who is this girl? And he said, and she's only 20 years old. And it's like, oh, my gosh. That is wild,
It's been
Sierra.
such a crazy year for me.
And you're only 20 years old.
Yeah.
So tell me how you started and what your big dream is. Obviously, we all know that.
I started with playing violin when I was about 7 years old. It was just something that I always wanted to do. I knew I wanted to play violin. Since I was 3 years old, I begged and begged my mom to let me play violin.
Wow.
She was on her own with me and my 2 sisters, and violin isn't exactly the cheapest instrument to get into, so it took a long time before the opportunity arose, and it was actually from our next-door neighbor, and he was the principal bassoonist in the Winnipeg Symphony.
Wow.
And he just kind of leaned over the fence one day and said, Sherry, does Sierra have any interest in music? And I said, oh, Oh, gosh. Yes, you have no idea. So he put her in touch with a couple violin teachers, and one of them was Liz Enns. And she said, well, bring her over at lunch, and we'll see how she does. I just want to meet her. And Liz was the best classical violin teacher in the city. Obviously, with that comes a big fee. And
Sure.
my mom took me out of school at lunch one day, and she drove me over to Liz's house, and I remember the first time she put a violin in my hands. Looking back at that now, it was really something because I've taught fiddle and violin, and when you first put a violin in a kid's hands, it's the most awkward thing possible. I mean, you're shoving a piece of wood in between their neck and telling them to squeeze down with their chin and then try and make sound with it. You know, it's just a very physically awkward instrument. But I never remembered it feeling like that, and it just felt right.
And how old were you at this time?
I was about 7.5, and she said to my mom, I have some pretty wealthy students and I get paid very well, and I try and always leave room for somebody, and leave room for somebody who really has the passion for playing. She taught me for next to nothing. You know, she would take $5, maybe $10 once in a while from my mom, and she lent me a violin for the first 2 years until we saved up enough to buy my own, and she was a godsend. You know, she just...
Well, truly.
Yeah, truly.
True.
I just kept playing, and when I was about 8, I started playing traditional Métis fiddle music. Fiddle music and dancing and unique language, and I got in touch with the Métis fiddle music and all the fiddlers and the culture, and I don't know, I knew exactly what I was supposed to do as soon as I heard that music and started playing it.
So you play fiddle, but you're a singer, aren't you? Singer-songwriter?
Well, it's interesting because I was only a fiddle player for many, many years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I only started singing in I think the first time I really sang as a singer and maybe recorded something was in October of 2007. I would sing in choirs, but I never wanted to be a singer.
Sierra Noble breezes through Celtic, bluegrass, jazz, and other styles of music with strumming ease on her fiddle. When we come back, Sierra talks about how she became a singer. So stay with us.
You're listening to WHBN, The Rooster, 1420 AM and 99.5 FM.
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here. Mulch to Go now has rock to go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 325-5858. They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner of 127 and Beaumont Avenue across from the Old Spirit Chevrolet dealership.
Are you looking for some bolts, belts, bearings, hydro hoses, or steel? Need some custom farm equipment welded? Stop by the new County Equipment in Lawrenceburg. On Sales Road next to Wild Turkey, County Equipment East is a one-of-a-kind in farm equipment and repair. If you can't find what you're looking for here, it doesn't exist. They even got farm toys for the little buckaroos and every shape and size, types of screws. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30. The new County Equipment East. Check us out on Facebook, CountyEquipmentEast.com. If you can't find what you're looking for here, you don't need it.
You're listening to WHBN, 1420 AM and 99.5 FM. And this is What's Happening, Goldie?
I'm on the phone talking to Sierra Noble in Canada. Her voice has been described as a study in gorgeous contradictions, wonderfully pure yet layered with subtle, smoky tones. Sierra, you're known as a great fiddle player. How did you become a singer?
A good friend of mine, Chris Gaffney, kind of tricked me into it. He had been trying to get me to sing for years and years. And I just said, Chris, I don't sing. Call me when you need some fiddle tracks. I'm not going to sing. He's like, come on, I'm producing this record. I need some backup vocals. Just come in and sing. I was like, I don't sing, Chris. I'm not going to sing. Finally, he said, okay, fine. Just come in and write a song with me. I just want you to know what it's like to write a song. I said, okay, well, I can do that, maybe. I don't know if I'm any good at it, but I'll try. And so we got together with him and our friend Keith McPherson, and we wrote a song called Possibility, which was my first single. We wrote it, and we knew it was a pretty good song, and he said, well, we have to demo this. And, Chris's big line after we write any song is, it's a hit, let's demo it.
That's great, positive thinking.
But we didn't really know that it would do so much for me as a song. And so they shoved a mic in my face, and they said, okay, sing it, you're demoing it, we're not. And so he just kept getting me to record it and re-record it and re-record it, and just really nurtured me as a singer and kept me going until I felt comfortable and until I finally started singing that song in my shows, which was kind of weird. It was full show of fiddle music, and then I'd sing one song. So
That's good.
It was a really, really neat transition.
How would you describe your style of music?
Oh, boy. Well, I guess my style will always include the fiddle in some way or another. I guess my vocal would be kind of roots pop or acoustic pop. I'm not sure. Still trying to. It's hard to put a genre.
Right. Well, I watched you on YouTube. It was when you were opening for Paul McCartney, and I couldn't place it. But what you just said just went, oh yes, that's what it was. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
And it's interesting because it crosses over into country.
Right. Right.
Somehow really well. They really like it. So I'm not complaining.
Everybody needs to remember this name, Sierra Noble, because you're going to be watching her walk up and receive a Grammy one of these days.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, you found your way to Nashville. How'd you hook up with Ron, the vocal coach?
Well, it was actually through Diana Mayer and Brent Mayer, who's from Moraine Music Group. Brent has done a lot of work with Winona. Ron does a lot of work with Winona as a vocal coach. They said, we know this vocal coach, and he's really amazing, and you'll just love him. We know that, and we're gonna set you up with him for a few classes. And I was a little bit not skeptical, but I'd had kind of a bad experience with a vocal coach in the past. So I went over there, and I was really nervous, but instantly fell in love with Ron.
Yeah.
He's not only one of the most amazing people I've ever met, he's just the sweetest guy and so much fun and such a wonderful person to be around. But he completely opened my eyes to things about my voice that I never would have known. I had epiphany after epiphany after epiphany.
Yeah, he has that magic power. He
does.
Everybody refers to him as a godsend. And this isn't an advertisement for my brother, but I'm very proud of him. So now...
advertisement for your brother, because he's amazing. He is magic.
He is.
Later in the show, we'll listen to Sierra sing her hit song, Possibility. When we come back, she'll tell us about performing for the Queen and opening for Paul McCartney and Bon Jovi.
What's Happening Goldie will be right back. You're listening to WHBN, The Rooster, 1420 AM and 99.5 FM.
My name is Casey Riggs. I'm from Rough River, Kentucky. I've sung all my life, started out in church, of course. From there, I sung any opportunity I could. I come to Studio G to develop my voice and, most importantly, confidence. I'm now part of a group called the Purple Vibes. We sing in local festivals, shows here at Studio G, and without Studio G, I wouldn't have that opportunity.
Studio G is the performing arts place. To learn more, call 859-734-4394. Studio G. The G stands for growth.
Car Express Wash invites you to save money and help our local charities every Saturday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. through Halloween. They get 25% in tips. This Saturday, it's Car Express Wash donating to the Miss Danville pageant.
Hi, this is Jenny at Car Express Car Wash. I want to announce that we are doing Suds and Screams. This is the area's only for charity car wash. Come on out. It will be a scream. Don't drive dirty.
Car Express Wash. Don't drive dirty.
Danville Bypass, Big Blue Building.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by the Old Bus Station Restaurant, offering good old-fashioned home cooking. Open for breakfast at 6 weekdays and Saturday at 8. The Old Bus Station Restaurant on South Greenville Street in Harrodsburg.
Sunny skies today, a high of 68 this afternoon. Partly cloudy tonight, low 43. Tomorrow, partly sunny, but some showers likely, high 66. Sunday night, chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low 39. Mostly sunny Monday, high 54.
You're listening to WHBN 1420 AM and 99.5 FM. And this is What's Happening, Goldie?
We're on the phone visiting with Sierra Noble in Canada. She's a young singer, songwriter, and fiddle player. She's opened for stars like Paul McCartney, Kid Rock, and Bon Jovi. And she performed for billions of people in the opening ceremony for the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver. And she's performed for Queen Elizabeth. Sierra, what was that like?
It was quite something, especially that it was the second time that I've had the honor to play for Her Majesty. The first time I played for her was in France at the 90th anniversary of the Battle of Vimy Ridge, and she was rededicating the monument to Vimy Ridge after they restored it. That was such an emotional ceremony. I played this piece called The Warrior's Lament on fiddle. Originally called Grandma Blanche, that I actually originally wrote for my great-grandmother, and the tune was widely embraced by the Aboriginal and the First Nations and Métis veterans, but then also even more widely embraced by all veterans and military, and it's quite something to be asked to play at that ceremony, because Vimy Ridge is known as the battle that united Canada as a country. It was really amazing to play. I was on top of the monument, so I could see the 20,000 people that were there, all of the veterans, all of the Canadian soldiers, all of the people who came there to honor them, honor the fallen. I could look out for miles over this land that it was so beautiful now, but, imagining it in just total destruction, it was quite something. The Queen was making her rounds, and I watched her walking down the row of people that I was standing in, and it's hard to explain the feeling when you see Her Majesty walking toward you for the first time, because, you see her face everywhere. You see photos of her everywhere and her on TV all the time, and when you finally see her right there, it's quite something. And she's a very beautiful woman, getting up there in age, but still very, very beautiful. And she walked up, and she almost walked by me, and then she stopped. She shook my hand, and she said, "That was a very beautiful piece you played up there." "What were you playing?" And I was kind of just in shock, and obviously very in shock, because I possibly said the silliest thing ever. I said I was playing the violin. And there was a veteran standing next to me, and he leaned over and said, "I think she meant what tune, my girl." And I was like, oh my God. I said, "Your Majesty, the tune was called The Warrior's Lament." She said, "Well, it was very beautiful."
Did you ever tell her you wrote it?
No, I didn't have the chance. It was very, very quick.
That's so funny.
That was good.
So you go from there now to Bon Jovi.
Exactly. On to Bon Jovi.
So how are you preparing? That's coming up. We may take the time stamp out of it, but that's coming up July the 17th. So how are you preparing for that?
Well, my band and I are going to rehearse a whole bunch, and I think it's going to be a pretty similar experience to opening for Paul McCartney. It's just going to be kind of a really crazy whirlwind day that will seem kind of unreal.
So how many?
Hopefully I'll get to meet Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
I'll get to meet Paul McCartney.
Well, but just to get to open for these people, my gosh.
Exactly. It's totally
quite
enough. A lot of people are like, oh, that's too bad, you know. You think you're going to get to meet somebody, and then it's so disappointing. I'm like, whoa. Nothing was disappointing about that.
Yeah, hello, I'm opening.
Exactly.
How many songs do you get to do?
Probably about 4. It's a 20-minute set, and so probably about 4 songs.
Will these consist of songs you've written?
Absolutely,
Okay,
yeah. We'll probably do maybe one fiddle number. I'm not sure if we'll open with fiddle or end with it.
Yeah.
We're still figuring it out.
Yeah.
But it's hard to work out a 20-minute set. Really
Right.
short.
Right, it is
It's
short
hard to
for.
figure out what to do.
Yeah, it is short. Do you have a CD out? How can people, if they want to know more and hear more of Sierra, is there a way they can do this?
Well, I have one CD out. It's an EP called Possibilities. It's on iTunes. I guess if you're in the States, iTunes would be the best bet.
Okay.
Or on maplemusic.com if you want an actual physical copy sent out to you.
Do you have a website?
My website is sierranoble.com.
And can they order it from there?
Unfortunately not at
Okay.
this point, but there's a whole bunch of links to where you can buy
Okay.
it. And I'm on Facebook and Twitter and MySpace and all of that fun stuff as well.
Sierra, thank you so much. My gosh.
Thank you, Goldie.
Since I talked with her on the phone, she has opened for Bon Jovi. She sent me an email saying that it was a great experience and a huge success. We're going to take a short break now, and when we come back, we'll enjoy Sierra singing her original song, Possibility. So you stay with us. What's Happening Goldie continues in a moment.
This is The Rooster, WHBN, 1420 AM and 99.5 FM.
The weather is changing, which means fall is here and winter is just around the corner. While the days are getting shorter, the businesses of Mercer County are working harder. They are working harder to provide a place for you and your family to enjoy this holiday season. Grab your family and enjoy a hike at Shaker Village. Head to Old Fort Heritage State Park and enjoy a historic tour. Or take a stroll in historic downtown Harrodsburg and enjoy shopping and dining. Regardless of where you spend your time this holiday season, we hope you spend it with the people dearest to you. This ad is paid for by the Harrodsburg Mercer County Tourist Commission.
You are cordially invited to attend the COVID Recovery Fair and Job Fair, Saturday, 10 to 4 at the Harrisburg Fiscal Court parking lot, 207 West Lexington Street. It's sponsored by the Bergen School System with support from the Kentucky Career Center, Mercer County Library, Mercer Transformation, Goodwill, Bluegrass Community Action Agency, Chloe's Pedals for Hope, Isaiah House, and more will be there. Stop by for the job fair and win gift cards. See you Saturday for the COVID Recovery Fair and Job Fair, 10 to 4, Harrisburg Fiscal Court parking lot, 207 West Lexington.
You're listening to WHBN 1420 AM and 99.5 FM. And this is What's Happening, Goldie?
Remember this name, Sierra Noble, because she's on her way to the top. Here is her new single, Possibility.
Woke up at midnight all alone. Was it a dream that you had phoned? Were you even thinking of me? Is it even a possibility? Missing me? Is it even a possibility? Monday morning coming on fast. Was hoping this artist moon would last. Whatever you tell me I wanna believe. Is it even a possibility? Missing me? Is it even a possibility? You placed this promise at my feet, but I need something that I can't keep. Is it even a possibility? I remember looking at you, wondering if you even knew. So I closed my eyes and counted to 10. Was hoping that you would kiss me then, kissing me. Is it even a possibility? possibility. Woke up at midnight all alone. Was it a dream that you had phoned? Were you even thinking of me? Is it even a possibility? Missing me? Is it even a possibility? You and me? Is it even a possibility? Is that even a possibility?
Well, that's a wrap. We sure hope you enjoyed today's show. We hope you join us again next week. Until then, I'm Goldie, and that's what's happening.
You've been listening to What's Happening, Goldie, with Goldie Goldsmith Vigneri. What's Happening, Goldie is produced at Studio G by Goldsmith Vigneri Productions.
WHBN, Harrodsburg.
And good morning to you. I hope you're having a great day so far. Would like to remind everyone the COVID Recovery Fair is going on today from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The address is 207 West Lexington Street in Harrodsburg. And there'll be plenty of prizes to win, jobs to get. There's mental health resources, basic needs resources, physical health resources, employability resources, and training. So if you need some assistance, this be a place to go where you can kind of better your life. They've got some local food trucks there. There's a job fair there. And go check it out today. It'll be from 10 to 4. And I believe Radio Rick will be on site. So go check it out. You won't be sorry.
This is WHBN Harrodsburg, The Rooster, broadcasting on AM 1420 and now FM 99.5. Now, the news.
NBC News Radio, I'm Julie Ryan. The 15-year-old suspect in the North Carolina mass shooting will be charged as an adult. Wake County District Attorney Lauren Freeman said her office has filed petitions to transfer the case to Superior Court, with the teenage suspect to be charged as an adult for killing 5 people in a shooting spree in Raleigh. The unidentified teen is hospitalized in critical condition. Former NFL star Herschel Walker debated Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock Friday night in his bid for the U.S. Senate. Walker interrupted Warnock multiple times, painting him as someone who cares more about Washington than the people of Georgia.
He not stood up to Biden. If he was standing up, he wouldn't have voted with him 96% of the time, which gave us an open border, which gave us high inflation, which gave us crime in the streets.
Warnock defended his votes on such things as climate and health care bills, as well as the Inflation Reduction Act, which he said Walker would not have voted for. Both men agreed that the 2020 election was not stolen, a surprise given Walker was endorsed by former President Trump. Scientists in Hawaii say the Mauna Loa volcano is in a state of heightened unrest. The world's largest active volcano was struck by a series of earthquakes on Friday, including 2 large quakes that were felt by hundreds across Hawaii's Big Island. Aftershocks are expected to continue for several days and possibly even weeks. Scientists say they will be monitoring Mauna Loa closely for changes. Megan Thee Stallion is reporting a massive robbery at her Los Angeles home. The LAPD says 2 men wearing hoodies and gloves smashed the back door of the rapper's home and gained access to the main bedroom. The robbers took an estimated $300,000 in jewelry, cash, and electronics. Luckily, the singer wasn't in the house at the time. Halloween Ends has brought in over $5 million on opening night previews. That number is up 11% from last year's Halloween Kills previews. You're listening to the latest on NBC News Radio.
Sports is about overcoming obstacles. This is Ernie Johnson Jr., and those are the stories I love to tell in the broadcast booth. But the courage of college athletes is more than matched by another group of young men, the boys fighting Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's the most prolific genetic killer diagnosed in childhood, and there's no cure. But college football coaches are doing something about it, and you can help. It's called Coach to Cure MD. Text the word CURE to 501-501 to donate $25 on your next mobile phone bill, or go online at CoachToCureMD.org. Text the word CURE to 501-501 501 today. Help college football coaches cure MD. You'll be proud you did.
Brought to you by the American Football Coaches Association.
A beta version of the student loan forgiveness application is now available online. Brad Siegel has more.
On Friday, the Biden administration launched a beta version of the application on the studentaid.gov website, which looks the same as the preview shown by the White House earlier this week. Applications submitted now will be used to help refine the process ahead of the official form launch. Those who submit their information now using the beta version will have their information processed and will not have to resubmit that information. I'm Brad Siegel.
Prosecutors are calling on an investigation into potential jury misconduct in the Florida high school massacre penalty trial. Lisa Taylor reports.
During an emergency hearing today, the assistant state attorney says the state is not trying to set aside the verdict of life in prison. However, she believes it cannot be ignored that a juror may have been threatened by a fellow colleague. Governor Ron DeSantis says he supports the investigation. Confessed shooter Nicholas Cruz pleaded guilty to the 2018 killing of 17 people at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School.
2 men are facing felony charges after rigging an Ohio fishing competition. Earlier this month, Jake Runyon and Chase Kaminsky appeared to win $30,000 at a fishing tournament, but it was soon revealed they had stuffed their catches with lead weights and frozen fish fillets. Now a grand jury is charging them with fifth-degree felonies, punishable by up to 12 months in prison and $2,500 in fines. The two finished their 2021 season with over $300,000, with Kaminsky even using that money to buy a new boat. Mel Gibson can be called to testify against disgraced Hollywood film producer Harvey Weinstein. The prosecution wants to call Gibson in support of a woman who claims she was sexually assaulted by Weinstein in 2010, later telling Gibson about the incident. Weinstein is facing 11 sexual assault charges for alleged attacks against 5 women. He's already serving a 23-year sentence after being convicted of rape and sexual assault in 2020. Julie Ryan, NBC News Radio.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Next week is the bulky item pickup week for Danville and Perryville. Republic Services will accept items that are too big to fit in your regular trash container the week of October 17th to the 21st. That begins Monday. Accepted items will be common household goods like furniture and dressers, home appliances like washers, stoves, and refrigerators, electronics like TVs, and brush. They'll not accept oversized items like pianos and pool tables or tires or car parts. You can put out up to 5 items per household. It'll happen in Danville and Perryville during your regular scheduled trash pickup day beginning Monday and going through Friday. The zoning for a former hospital and old doctor's office in Stanford has been amended. The Interior Journal's reporting that the area on Portman Avenue was rezoned from R1, that's single-family residential, to B2, which is neighborhood business district. The old hospital is expected to become the new home of the Volunteers of America Freedom. That home will be for pregnant women who are battling substance abuse disorders. I'm Joe Mathis.
You deserve the best. The best town, best friends, best family, and yes, you deserve the best full-service banking center. You deserve Town & Country Bank & Trust. Voted the best customer service in Anderson County by you. No matter whether you're making a deposit, speaking to a loan officer, or calling our Customer Resource Center, we focus on creating lasting relationships with all of our customers. Town & Country Bank & Trust. Visit us online at mytcbt.bank or at our Lawrenceburg Banking Center location. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hey folks, this is Duke Owens, General Manager here at Cartown Kia in Nicholasville. You know, folks are complaining daily about supply chains and inventory. We don't have that problem. We have new Kias arriving daily. We have a great selection of Kias from Tellurides, Sorrentos, Sportages, Celtos, Souls, K5s, and Fortes. And remember, we have over 20 lenders that want to approve you. Come and see us here at Cartown Kia or look us up online at cartownkiausa.com.
While supplies last with approved credit, see dealer for details and availability.
Your pet is a special member of your family. Wouldn't you like him to be treated with the newest, safest handling? Then call the new owners of the Harrisburg Animal Hospital, where the highly educated Dr. Thomas and Dr. Alex practice the best techniques on small and large pets, plus exotics too. The Harrisburg Animal Hospital offers full-service grooming, boarding, and daycare. The Harrisburg Animal Hospital, located on Beaumont Avenue across from Mulch to Go. Call to set an appointment. 734-5171. That's 734-5171.
It's 9:07.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Mulch to Go, Harrodsburg's home for bulk and bag mulch. 100% natural, no waste wood, local delivery available. Located at the corner of South College Street in Beaumont.
Good morning. I have your WHBN weather forecast for you. Today, sunny to partly cloudy with a high near 70. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, low near 45. Sunday will be mostly cloudy with some showers in the afternoon, high of 69, chance of rain 40%. Sunday night will be clear to partly cloudy with a low of 39. Then the temperatures are going to drop a little. Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 53, but the overnight low will be 28. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high of 49. The overnight low will be 27. Wednesday, sunny with a high of 53 and overnight low of 30. So those 3 days there, when you wake up, there probably will be frost on your windshield, so plan accordingly. Give yourself that extra time. Thursday, partly cloudy with a high of 58. Friday, mostly sunny with a high of 64. Football Friday night, partly cloudy with a low of 39. We are currently showing 59 degrees here at the station, and we have coming up for you next, Breakfast with the Coaches. Join Dan Yates as he talks with the Mercer County Titans coaches and players live from the Old Bus Station restaurant in Harrodsburg. Coming your way right now on WHBN. The Rooster.
It's time once again for Breakfast with the Football Coaches and Players, live from the Old Bus Station Restaurant on South Greenville Street. Breakfast with the Coaches is brought to you by Farmers National Bank, Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance, 101 Business Solutions, the Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net, and the Old Bus Station Restaurant. Now, let's go out live to the Old Bus Station Restaurant and your host, Dan Yates.
Good morning and welcome to Breakfast with the Coaches. My name is Dan Yates. I'm your host, and we are live this morning from the Old Bus Station on Greenville Street in Harrodsburg. It's a beautiful morning. Jason, I think it's a tad bit warmer over here in Harrodsburg. It's all of our warm hearts over here. You know, it's 58 degrees, and it's going to be a beautiful day in downtown Harrodsburg. With me today is head coach Craig Yeast. Coach, just exactly what we expected last night as far as a competitive game. You know, we had looked back at both Henry County and Mercer County's scores and scoring and similarities and likes and so forth, and almost an identical score against Cal, and you know, same with our like opponent West Jessamine. Western Hills. And last night we come down to the wire and the game ends up tied and go into overtime. But just you guys did a lot of really good things last night. And let's just start with how we began with number 4, Ashton Drakeford at quarterback, and number 1, Thaddeus Mays at wide receiver. I know you had some reasons for doing that, but it was very impressive to see those two gentlemen play at those two positions.
Well, we have some really good young men on our football team. We just got to figure out how to put it all together.
Yeah.
I think that's where we are. We had some issues. Up a little bit, so Ashton took all the reps, and he looked really good in practice.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided, as the week went on, let's see how Thaddeus' status is with his arm.
Mm-hmm.
He got a little bit over the week, and he was ready to play on Friday, but Ashton had a really, really good week of practice at quarterback, so we started him.
Mm-hmm.
And we started Thaddeus at receiver, and he made some plays, and Ashton made some plays, and then, you know, this is the thing about just building relationships with our young men. It's like, all right, so he drives us down, we score a touchdown, and then the next opportunity he has, he drops the punt inside the 5. I'm talking about Ashton. And then he struggled from there.
He's a freshman.
He's a freshman. Yeah, I know.
You know,
and that one play really kind of took him out of his element because he had just drove us down and scored the touchdown. Beautiful drive.
Is he a perfectionist, Coach?
I think he's just young, and he just has to, no matter what, keep his confidence up.
Yeah.
And I think that's growing. So we went in at halftime and just having a conversation with him and saying, hey, you've done a great job not upset with you or anything. You got to be proud. But the moment's gotten a little bit too big. And he made a statement, and I've heard him make this statement before. I kind of can't see out there right now. Hey, so it's a little bit too big for you right now at the quarterback, right? Yeah, it is. That's okay. So guess what? We're going to put you back out there and put Thaddeus back in here at quarterback. He can throw. He's good. And go out there and do your thing. And the very first play of the second half, boom, we throw it to him. He gets 10, 15 yards right off the rip. I said, hey, let's go play. Then he makes some really good plays.
With 7:40 in the fourth quarter, he catches one. Makes a beautiful catch.
He caught two.
Yeah.
Actually, if we really want to think about it, it was him and Thaddeus that drive.
It really was.
I mean, boom, we hit him on the stop route, and then we came right back, boom, hit him on a stop route again, and then Thaddeus is saying, hey, call this, boom, touchdown.
Right.
And boom, 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 3 plays in a row. You know, and that's a confidence thing. Just understanding, hey, you went out and you done a great job for us at quarterback. You did everything we needed you to do. Now it's time for you to go on and slide back out here. Let's slide Thaddeus back in. Hey, the offensive game plan was designed around Thaddeus. They have some of the same similar skill sets, so it wasn't any issue, and it ended how it ended. I'm just proud of them.
So it's kind of a blessing, Coach. Now you've added a dimension to your football team, and it's one that's going to be with you at least one more year. Because of Thaddeus being a junior this year, and Drakeford a freshman. But, you know, I'm always watching the quarterbacks at one point and at the stem of their drop to see them progress through their reads. And on that very first drive, as you said, Drakeford pulled it down, and it just looked natural. I mean, he just scampered right through the middle of that defense and for a 17-yard touchdown. Of course, you had some other guys up front doing some good things as well.
Yeah, I thought our offensive line did a phenomenal job last night. I mean, there's always mistakes to fix, but I don't know exactly how many yards we ran for last night, but we ran for a lot of yards. We ended up putting up 38 points on the board. So
here's the score
it turned
from
out
the Kentucky News Network. I'm Scott Fitzgerald. Well, it's a big night for high school football around the Commonwealth last night. Let's get a look at some of the ranked teams in action now in Class 1A. Number 1 Pikeville will take on Russellville in Somerset today. Meanwhile, jumping 2 spots to number 3 Bethlehem falls to Campbellsville 21-14, and newcomer to the top 10 Bishop Brossart beat number 9 Paris 38-13. In Class 2A, co-number 1's Beechwood and Mayfield were back at it. Beechwood beating number 8 Lloyd Memorial 34-7, while Mayfield beat Ballard Memorial 50-0. In Class 3A, number 1 Christian Academy is off until next week, though number 4 Mason County beat 2-loss Lewis County 48-6. Over to Class 4A, new number 1 Lexington Catholic beat Bourbon County no problem 49-0. Number 3 Boyle County got back to their winning ways, also pitching a shutout over Anderson County 36-0. Class 5A, number 1 Frederick Douglass beat 1-loss Great Crossing 54-0, while new number 2 Woodford County beat 1-loss Collins 41-28. Finally in Class 6A, number 1
Sorry about that, Dan. We had some computer issues.
Okay, are we good?
We're good.
Okay, Coach. Let's just pick it right back up. You know,
technical difficulties.
I don't want to put this off any longer. Please introduce our special guest that's here sitting next to us this morning.
This is Daddy's little princess, my 20-year-old junior in college, about to graduate. My track running, phenomenal, beautiful daughter, Kaya Yeast.
Kaya, welcome. I think this is the first opportunity I've had to meet and speak with you, but congratulations. Graduating early, I think your dad said within 3.5 years. You'll graduate in December, obviously, right?
Yeah, I graduate in December, 2.5 years.
Your major is exercise science.
Yes, sir.
So in your family has kind of migrated around in Coach's earlier career. You were in Indiana. You've been Ohio, Western Kentucky. So how many, during your 4 years of high school, were you at the same school at any point for that duration?
Yeah, I went to the same high school all 4 years.
Okay, great. So you ran track at your high school?
Yes, sir. Center Grove High School.
Center Grove High School. Okay. Any other sports?
I played soccer.
Did you really?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. That's an amazing sport. We have been blessed with on our football team this year with a couple of soccer players that are kicking specialists, and it's just an amazing game. It truly is. Do you miss the soccer?
I do sometimes. Like, I usually just miss it. Like, I like to watch the national teams a
Yes.
lot. So when I watch, like, the women's national team, I kind of start to miss it. But I'm happy I chose track, though.
Yeah. So what events do you run in track?
I'm a sprinter, so I run the 100, 200, and then I do 4x1 and 4x4.
Oh, my goodness. I've got a picture of Alvis Johnson just coming right across my wire right now. You know, he was, as much as he loved football, track was his true love. And that's what a lot of people never knew about that.
Yeah, he loved track.
Yeah.
I remember being in 8th grade and starting on a high school baseball team.
Yes, sir.
And heading into high school saying, football season's over. Coach, I know we're going to basketball. I'm going to play baseball, too. Hey, you ain't playing no baseball. I'm going to play track.
That is so true. That is so true. That is so true.
You going to run track? He loved track.
And just a little sub note here. Woodford County, Coach Alvis Johnson's son, Dennis Johnson, head coach over there, spanked Collins last night. It was a huge win for them because Collins is a very successful season. But but let's don't jump off our ladder here. Let's get back to Kaya. Kaya, what was the highlight of let's say of your high school career? And it doesn't have to be sports related. It could be that one of those fine young looking men that you met or something.
That's negative.
I think the highlight of my high school career, it would have to be when I ran 11.6 at state, because I was.
He was rolling that day.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He was rolling that day.
I was running that day. Yeah. That had to be the highlight of my high school career.
So being a specialist like you are, let's talk about recruiting. How many colleges looked at you, or did you kind of just have your eyes in your direction where you wanted to be?
I had my fair share of colleges looking at me, but I just kind of had to kind of look at schools and just see what I wanted, and so I just kind of had to start narrowing it down to schools that I wanted to have home visits with, and then go on official visits. So it was kind of hard to narrow down the list, but.
So the transition from high school to college. I know the speed of the game with football, there is such an incredible difference. What's it like at the level of track?
It's definitely hard. It definitely takes some getting used to, because in college, the season is so long. We start fall training at the end of August, early September, whereas in high school, you don't start doing anything really until the winter time. So getting used to fall training is definitely the hardest thing, and it's just a different intensity of training in college, and the workouts are a lot different. So that's just the hardest thing, just getting used to all of the new aspects of training and everything like that.
It's also transitioning, just understanding how much harder you have to work at what it is that you're doing. Football, track, it doesn't matter. You have to work that much harder than you ever had to work before. And that's a transition for a lot of young men and women out there today. It's a job. If you think you worked in high school, let me tell you something, honey.
Hello.
You ain't done nothing. And I think that's one of the other things that, young people need to hear. You got to work that much harder, and it's a totally different set of circumstances, the amount of work.
So I hope a lot of other people, young people, are listening this morning, because we often talk about it here on the show as, sports being the vehicle to get you to that higher education. And praise the Lord, both you and your brother Russ graduating in less than 4 years. And do you think you'll dive on into the Masters, or have you thought about that yet? Because you still have eligibility.
Yeah, I still have 2 years of eligibility.
2.5.
Yeah, I think if I get my indoor season back from the COVID.
Right.
But I'm not really sure. But I know that I'll start my master's program in January, so next semester. I still have to decide if I want to do health administration or sports administration. it's just a matter of, I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards health administration, but we just have to figure out if it's a winter start, like a spring semester start, or if it can only be started in the fall, because that would be an issue. But I know if it is like that way, then I can just do sports administration because I am very interested in that as well. So I'll just have to see in the next month or so which one I'm going to do.
What's been your highlight athletically since you've been at U of L? What's something that really stands out in your mind? I know you've traveled a lot of places and so forth.
You don't know?
Honestly, I think the highlight for me has been this year, the way we started training and practice. I really enjoy the group that we have this year. We're having a lot of fun and working really hard. So I really do enjoy our group this year. So honestly, I think this new group dynamic and all the people we have in the group, I think that's really the highlight because I'm just having a lot of fun. So I don't know. I don't really think any certain race or meet has been over that in my eyes. I think that the best thing has come from just the people I've been around every day in training.
How do you know when you're where you need to be as far as fitness to achieve those individual results?
I think for me, it's just when I feel in practice, when I'm hitting my times, I'm ahead of my times, and I feel like it was kind of easy. I wasn't pressing too much to hit my times. I feel really smooth. I just feel really good. So I think that's when it is for me. And I think that a lot of workouts that are deemed to be kind of hard, they've been a little bit on the easier side for me this year. I feel like I'm in really good shape. So I think that's just what it is for me.
And the stretching has to be part of the routine. Pre and post, I'm assuming both?
Yeah, definitely always get a good warm-up, and then after you have to, cool down and definitely make sure you're in the training room after getting treatment, working on what you need to work on.
What was your first event that you participated in collegiately? The very first one.
I don't know. Wait, no. No, our first meet was at Kentucky. That was the first. That was our first meet my freshman year.
Okay, and did you run an individual event or?
Yeah, I ran this 60.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Were you nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. All right. This young lady, she is phenomenal. Again, like I've said about our son, their mother has done a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
And she is sitting here. I'm sitting here watching. I'm like, oh man,
what a blessing.
She's 20 years old and she's grown up and she can speak and articulate and she knows exactly what to do for the most part. And man, that's my baby girl.
Amen. Amen. But doesn't get any better.
She made the finals in the 200 meter in indoor ACC last year. So don't get that twisted.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I didn't. She made the finals in the 200. But see, that just goes to show that where she is right now compared to where she was even when she made the final of the 200 meter in indoor, she's in a totally different place. I love to see where she's at right now. I'm just,
that's exciting.
That's my baby girl.
Amen. Well, folks, we're going to take a 3-minute break. Hopefully, we're going to see some breakfast here land shortly. We've got French toast on the way. And, Coach, what did you order this morning?
Well, I got an omelet this morning.
Good. That's a very good choice. Yeah. But I'm going to have to go with Kaya's selection, this French toast this morning. It makes my knees a little bit
I try to move it around. I thought about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I got the sandwich.
Yeah. Breakfast on a bun.
Last week, I got the bacon and eggs.
There you go.
Eggs
traditional.
Easy.
Yeah.
And
it's good stuff.
To the bacon.
Good stuff.
Egg.
Folks, if you're out and about this morning, stop by, come in, tell us hello, have breakfast. It's going to be a beautiful day in Harrodsburg today. Temperature at 60 degrees right now, and this is Breakfast with the Coaches. We're going to take a 3-minute break.
As a business owner, you carry the weight of your company on your shoulders and know that time is money. Let 101 lift some of that weight by ordering your office supplies, keeping your printers printing, and managing your supply closet, all at no cost. 101 is ready to go to work for you. Call them and get an appointment with one of their consultants. Visit them on the web at cometo101.com. That's cometo101.com, or call them at 734-3536, or visit them at the Harrodsburg Herald.
Farmers National Bank is your lifetime bank because it meets your needs wherever you are. With locations in Boyle, Casey, Garrett, Lincoln, and Mercer counties, our team delivers a friendly, caring, and helpful in-branch experience. But when you are on the move, the bank provides easy-to-use, convenient technologies like mobile deposit, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, F&B card control, and teller on demand. Available in Danville, Harrodsburg, and Liberty. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Member FDIC.
We're halfway through the football season. It's the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report, live from the Harrodsburg Pizza Hut Monday nights from 6 o'clock until 7 on WHIR and WHBN. We talk live with all the area high school football coaches of Danville, Boyle County, Lincoln County, Garrett County, and Mercer County, as well as reports from Center College head coach Andy Fry and UK head football coach. The Pizza Hut Pigskin Report, Mondays from 6 o'clock until 7 on WHIR, WHBN, and HometownLive.net.
Hurry up, dude. The game's about to start.
Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV?
What?
No way, dude.
Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local shelter insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
Big deals. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hi, Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with Big Deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
Good morning and welcome back to Breakfast with the Coaches. We are live here at the old bus station downtown Harrodsburg, located on Greenville Street. Laura White and her staff here do an incredible job. And breakfast has landed for the Yeast family, and it looks absolutely fantastic.
It does look good.
But, Coach, as we mentioned earlier, I'm just going to go through this and let the friends and families hear the scoring as it happened last night. In the first quarter, 9:08 remaining. It was quarterback number 4, Ashton Drakeford, pulled the ball down and took it 17 yards right up the middle. And, of course, Jace Kokenauer's kick was good, 7-0 Titans. And we go all the way to the second quarter, 11:56 remaining. It was Matthews on a 3-yard touchdown run for Henry County, and that was set up by a miscue on a punt. And PAT was good, and it's 7-7 right there at the beginning of the second quarter. And then with 5:42 remaining, Pennington on a 55-yard touchdown run. And that was a burst. I mean, Pennington took off over the right tackle and then bent it right back and ran through the heart of the Henry County defense. And, you know, I say this about him, and I don't know him that well, but he is a straight ahead. He's what I call a directional runner. You know, he's those inside angles. I don't think he's as good on the corners, you know, in turning the corners, but this young man has a burst of power.
Well, one thing about Morgan is he's big, he's strong,
he's physical,
and he is fast.
He plays defense well.
But the thing about him is, it's the first year that he's really ever played.
Yeah.
He's really been pushed and coached, and he is finally starting to respond. He had some injuries earlier.
Sure.
It kept him out.
Sure.
Where he had some success early, and then he had some issues with injury. And then as he slowly came back, and he is getting better and better. And that's one of the things that we've been really, challenging him on is, hey, man, you big, strong, fast. We need you, man. Like, you're a senior, you're big. Let's go downhill. Like, hit the hole and run. And, man, I was just so excited for him last night because, look, man, that's what we've been asking you to do. See, if you actually do it, man, it works. And, I mean, it was just really, really great to see on that run.
It was. It was just exciting to watch. And then, Coach, just seconds later, Lions for Henry County on a 91-yard kickoff return. And, I thought something really great was going to happen on that play because your guys were flying downfield.
Well, it's given effort.
They were flying. But I think it comes down to reduction and squeeze and so forth. But it was a coaching point, I guess, is my comment to that.
Well, the issue is we have to take special teams as serious as everything else. And when we run and we don't fit in our right gaps, after we have a big play and we got all the momentum, when we kick the ball, we're expecting the ball to go in the end zone. Well, but we have to be prepared to cover. That's what we work on consistently, constantly, every day in practice. And if you run out of your lane, or if you don't come under control and you just go full speed, you're out of control and you don't come to balance, then that gives a returner the opportunity to run right past you in a lane that you have created, and he ran right through a lane that we created because we weren't under control, we didn't come to balance, and we ran out of our lane.
Well, Coach, it was a strange quarter. All the way down to 23 seconds left in the half. Henry County completed an 11-yard touchdown pass from King to number 3, and it was 21-14 after their PAT kick was good. And, then became kind of a ball possession thing. They almost doubled our time of possession, Henry County did, third quarter.
Well, we really struggled in the third and fourth quarter on defense to get them off the field.
Right.
They lined up, and they ran the ball right at us.
They did the one
thing. They ran right, they ran left, and it was the same play over and over and over and over. And they wanted it more than we did in the third and fourth quarter up front as it relates to their offensive line and our defensive line. And their offense wanted it more than our defense.
5:47 remaining in the third. Matthews on a 4-yard touchdown run. PAT kick was good, and it's 28-14. And then another one of our workhorse running backs, third quarter, 3:10 remaining, number 22, Denham Griffith on a 17-yard TD run.
Yep.
And that was set up really by a big stop by
defense,
by Mays specifically,
yep.
On fourth down. And, Mays' stock has gone up tremendously in the last 3 weeks. I know we had an off week there, but I tell you what, this guy's flying around. We focused on one play last night where it looked like a bug hitting a windshield. I mean, he just wrapped the ball carrier up. He was way too high. It wasn't a good tackle, by the book and so forth, but it was a physical tackle. And he's just been
the thing about
fire.
Kingston is he's another one that we've challenged to, hey, man, you say you want to do all these things. Hey, go out and do it.
Go out and do it.
And somewhere along the way, his switch, I feel like, has came on. He's gotten tougher. He's got more focus. And he is making a lot of plays. And I'm excited about his future, to be honest. We were just talking about him last night. That, hey, why are we surprised? Because for the last 4 weeks, he's just been getting better and better. Yeah. So we're really excited about how Kingston's playing. But like I said, we got to get everybody to do that same thing and improve that same way, and then I think we got something.
Yeah,
we're heading in the right direction.
Absolutely. And Coach, we that was the end of the scoring for that quarter. After Kokenauer's kick was good to bring it to 28-21, and then we moved to the fourth quarter. It was number 4, Ashton Drakeford, working from the receiver position. He was the recipient of a 27-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Mays, and Kokenauer's kick was good. And we got a 28-28 ball game with 7 minutes left in the contest. Henry County comes back on a 5-minute and 49-second drive, and Matthews scored on a 1-yard touchdown run. PAT kick was good. It's 35-28 Henry, and then you have Lane for Mercer County, who had been kind of quiet the entire ball game, who after a long drive by you guys, but a very efficient drive, with 22 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter in the ball game, it was Wade Lane on a 10-yard TD pass from Thaddeus Mays that, Coach, from our angle, it was a perfectly thrown ball.
It was.
Take nothing away from a beautiful reception, but wow.
Well, it's one of those things where it really makes me excited about and sad all at the same time, because a young man like Wade Lane, he's a senior, and it's his first time ever playing football.
Yeah.
But Wade Lane is fast.
He is fast.
He's very athletic, and he's got hands.
Yeah.
But now we're finally starting to get him. And then on that particular play, he's constantly being coached on, all right, you know you got all this space out here, but we're running this particular route. You have to attack his technique. And he attacks his technique. Boom, he sticks the route.
Yeah.
And he doesn't cross his face, but he attacks technique and sticks the route. And now he's got leverage, perfectly thrown ball. Like, doing it the right way. And if we do it that way, I keep telling you that it's going to work, and it worked. And it's like, we got to do it all the time. So just, like I said, we're doing stuff the right way. We just got to put it all together.
Right.
Just really happy to see that, because that's growth. And we still got a lot of games left to play.
Amen. Well, Coach, in overtime, Wilson hit a 35-yard field goal to put you guys up 38-35. And unfortunately, Henry County comes back. It was their turn, and was Matthews on a 1-yard touchdown run. You guys had a really great stand there. It was a fourth down play, and I know that it's questionable still to this moment if he did cross, but they gave him the touchdown. Ball game ends 41-38 Wildcats.
Well, at the end of the day, the referee put his arms up and down. From my vantage point, it looked like his progress was stopped and his momentum was over, and then he lunged late, and maybe he got it across, maybe he didn't, I'm not sure, but we thought the play was over and it was dead, and then all of a sudden he put his hands up. So
right,
that's the way it is.
Well, they allowed the scrums to go on a little bit longer. The players pushing the piles on both sides last night than I was used to.
I just know our players came out of there with the ball.
Yeah. Coach, you've got you'll be traveling next week. We'll all be going down on October the 21st, next Friday night, to DeSales down in Louisville. And we talked about this last night. This will be our first trip to DeSales, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
Don't know what to expect from their field.
I don't think it's the first trip down there, but I believe they played somewhere else.
Right.
They've only had their stadium at the school, I want to say maybe 3 years now, 2-3 years now, something like that. It hasn't been very long.
And Coach, the following week we'll have our regular final home game, and that will be the McGinnis Home Improvement game on Friday night, October the 28th, just prior to Halloween. And then we'll be looking at the playoffs after that. Hard to believe this season is coming down to the final 2 weeks of the regular season. It has absolutely flown by, but Coach, you gotta coach them up in your own special way with your staff and get them ready for these last two and launch us into the playoffs. And Coach, the playoffs are structured a little bit different this year.
Yep.
You want to talk to us about that?
Well, it's now gone back to the first 3 rounds, specifically the first 2 being those cross districts, and then
And who would we line up with or see?
I want to say it's District 3. That will be Elizabethtown, Bardstown, E-Town, and I want to say LaRue. Or did I say LaRue? Yeah. No. Excuse me. Nelson. Yeah,
okay.
Nelson. So it goes back to the old format. The 4 goes to the 1 on both sides, and the 3 goes to the 2 on both sides.
Right.
And then you get in the second round, and then you have that regional final. And I think once you get to the regional final, that's when all the RPIs kick in. But if I'm not mistaken, that may be in the semifinals where the RPI kicks in. I just know that at this point, losing last night, we're on the road no matter what. That was our opportunity to have a home playoff game last night, and we squandered that opportunity. So we'll have to go on the road first round and any other round after that.
It just becomes a little more difficult. It's nice to be able to get those first few games at home, but that's the way we've been dealt, and just have to roll with it. Coach, looking at Class 3A overall, Bardstown sits in there right now atop the pile with a 7.5190 RPI rating. Christian Academy of Louisville is second, and then you have Union County. Coach, how long has it been since we heard of Union County near the top? What's going on there?
I don't know about near the top, but being down in that area for the last 3 years, they have a little bit of talent. They've had some young men reclassify, and they had a pretty good core of young men coming back, and it's showing. They're winning, and they look good. So they're a force right now to be reckoned with in 3A football.
That's awesome. Coach, fall break is over. Your kids are back. You're going to be on a regular routine as far as practice, I'm assuming, as we move into these playoffs?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, let's transition back. Let's go back over to Kaya. Kaya, put those headphones on. I'm sitting next to a track star this morning, okay? So, what's your favorite part outside of athletics about the college experience? I'm blessed to be able to work at Campbellsville University here in Harrodsburg, and we have some amazing students, athletes, male and female, and just some really amazing kids that are really enjoying their collegiate experience. But what's been, or what warms your heart when you think about, when you get back on campus and just regular academic or regular college life?
I'd say definitely my friends, because I know I met them through track. They're also on the team. My 2 best friends are jumpers, but they're people that even if I met them outside of track, I would be friends with them, and they really are just a blessing to me. I love them, and they really are my friends for life, so I really do enjoy that I got to meet them and that they are in my life, because, having good friends will definitely make your college experience better.
Awesome. So do you talk to your brother Russ often?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know you guys are on 2 different stages and busy and.
We got a weird relationship. That little brother and sister relationship.
Really?
You talk to your brother? Yeah. Hey, boy, you talk to your sister?
Yeah.
That's it? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's awesome that you are able to stay in touch, being as busy as both of you are. But so what are you looking forward to in the next before graduation?
Honestly, being done with undergrad.
Yeah.
Just finishing my classes.
We all had one of those classes that we couldn't understand why we had to take. In your collegiate experience, what was that class?
Let me think.
Mine was, I think it was art appreciation and theater appreciation. I'm like, why do I need to know this,
I had to take art appreciation, but I took it in high school. that class was dumb. That is one that I was like, I don't understand why I would have to take this. But as far as like in college, I'd say one of the, I can't remember what Pan-African Studies class it was, but it was just like one of my electives. And it was just one of those electives that they make you do so much for no reason.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So that class was just really annoying to me. So
She's
I was
annoyed
like,
right now. You see it?
I didn't understand why I had to do so much for that class.
That's amazing. Coach,
unfortunately, when I was in college, I thought all my classes were stupid like that for a little while. I got it. I eventually got it right. But for a while, this class is stupid. That class is stupid. I don't know why I got to do all this work in this class, but we got it worked out.
Awesome. Coach, give us a quick update on Russ. We know he's on the roster. He's been traveling with the team.
Kaya can give you an update.
Tell us, Kaya. Where is he this week? Do we know? I haven't looked at the NFL schedule.
They play the Cardinal. I mean,
No, they
the
don't.
Panthers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carolina.
4 or 5 p.m. Sunday. Tune in.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he's doing good. He always wants to play more. But this is going to be his 4th game that he's going to play.
Awesome.
They played 6. He's played 4. He's on every special team except for punt, and there's a possibility he might be on punt some this week. So, I mean, take every advantage of every opportunity, and that's the thing for him. Same thing that she's heard. You got opportunities, you got to take advantage of them. You got to work hard and just keep doing all the right things to be the best you that you can possibly be. And he's doing that, and he's playing.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Well, Coach, you finish up. We're going to take our last 3-minute break, and we'll be back to bring to a close this morning's Breakfast with the Coaches, live from the old bus station here in downtown Harrodsburg.
Big deals. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hi. Jenny here. Just counting all the dollars I saved at my local Big Deals online store. What? You haven't saved yet? Get on it. You'll love the great selection of gift certificates at discount prices. They make great gifts, too. And you can shop right from your phone. Nothing satisfies like counting all those savings. Now let me get back to it. 6, 7, 8.
Go to hometownlive.net to shop and save at the Big Deals online store. You can also find links to download the free Big Deals Media app for your phone. Works on Apple and Android cells. Shop quickly and access all your mobile Big Deal certificates easily for redemption. You can also easily send a mobile certificate to someone else to use via email. Check it out and join the thousands that save with Big Deal certificates to local businesses.
Shop and save with Big Deals at hometownlive.net. That's hometownlive.net.
We're halfway through the football season. It's the Pizza Hut Pigskin Report, live from the Harrodsburg Pizza Hut, Monday nights from 6 o'clock until 7 on WHIR and WHBN. We talk live with all the area high school football coaches of Danville, Boyle County, Lincoln County, Garrett County, and Mercer County, as well as reports from Center College head coach Andy Fry and UK head football coach. The Pizza Hut Pigskin Report, Mondays from 6 o'clock until 7 on WHIR, WHBN, and hometownlive.net.
Farmers National Bank is your lifetime bank because it meets your needs wherever you are. With locations in Boyle, Casey, Garrett, Lincoln, and Mercer counties, our team delivers a friendly, caring, and helpful in-branch experience. But when you are on the move, the bank provides easy-to-use, convenient technologies like mobile deposit, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, F&B card control, and teller on demand. Available in Danville, Harrodsburg, and Liberty. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Member FDIC.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
I'm Jamie Dunn, your local Shelter Insurance agent. We're your shield, we're your shelter.
As a business owner, you carry the weight of your company on your shoulders and know that time is money. Let 101 lift some of that weight by ordering your office supplies, keeping your printers printing, and managing your supply closet, all at no cost. 101 is ready to go to work for you. Call them and get an appointment with one of their consultants. Visit them on the web at come101.com. That's come101.com, or call them at 734-3536, or visit them at the Harrodsburg Herald.
Good morning and welcome back to Breakfast with the Coaches. We are live from the old bus station, downtown Harrodsburg, Greenville Street. Laura White is the owner of this establishment and does an amazing job. I had a bowl of chili and a pimento cheese sandwich earlier in the week, Coach. The chicken salad is one of my favorites, but everything is good. Everything is always consistent down here, and that's why we really love the folks at the old bus station. Coach, real quick, what's your week going to be like? How do you get these kids past this minor setback of what happened last evening?
We're going to come in on Sunday, do our normal routine, watch the film, run a little bit, get all the lactic acid out, and then we're going to go home, and we're going to get up the next morning, which will be Monday morning, and we're going to go to school or work. And then after that, we're going to go back after school, we're going to go to practice, and we're going to get ready for the sales. And we're going to do the same thing that we always do.
Awesome.
You know, I mean, at the end of the day, like I told our players last night, we win together and we lose together. And last night we lost together, but I also told them, I felt like you won. Mm-hmm. I'm just, and don't get it twisted. When we needed to make a play,
you made it.
I'm telling you right here, right now, and everybody that's standing right here will agree with me. We made the play we needed to make last night in this game to win the football game, and don't let nobody take that away from you. I don't care about the scoreboard right now. I care about you. And we made the play that we needed to make as a team right there at the end to win the football game.
Yes, you
did. And ain't nobody going to tell me anything different. And we are headed in the right direction. It's still going to take time, but, you know, like we were talking about one of our freshmen off the air just a second ago. Mm-hmm. He was asking me about him. And I just said, hey, he's just a big baby right now. But he's already talking about off season in the weight room and getting stronger.
Right.
And that's the mentality that we need moving forward, because that mentality is the mentality that's going to give us an opportunity to go out there and compete and chase state championships.
Amen. Well, Coach, let's give a shout out to a couple of our local guys that are still in the football world. Andrew McLeod, South Warren High School down in Bowling Green, a 52-14 winner over Christian County, yes. And also want to give a shout out to Ed Long, defensive coordinator down at Kentucky Country Day. They were victorious last night, 55-12 over Frankfort. Always like to give a shout out to our local guys. May get them on the air once we get into the playoffs. Coach, were there any other surprises last night on the scores that came across the wire?
Nah, I wasn't surprised about much of anything. I really haven't paid much attention to scores last night. I'm still trying to lick all my wounds. It's a good thing I came down here to the old bus station to do the coach's show with you, so I can at least eat breakfast and make me feel good.
Amen. Well, Coach, we had a lovely guest this morning as well, your daughter, Kaya. And Kaya, we want you to come back. Come back whenever you're in, whenever you're available. And it's just been a pleasure. And we always ask our guests, you want to give a shout-out to somebody this morning?
I don't know.
It'll come to her that she should have instantly said Mama.
To her mama.
Amen.
Just for her.
Amen. Coach, I saw your wife last night as she was coming into the game, and she had all of her gear, and I had all of our gear, and I don't think it got as cold as what we expected. But
she was still over there wrapped up in that blanket.
She was ready for it. But lovely person. And Coach, What have you got planned for the rest of the day for you and your family?
I don't know. One thing that I do know is on the ride over here, my daughter made it very clear there were specific football games that she wanted to make sure that she was posted up so that she can watch.
Okay, and those are, Kaya.
One of these days in about 30 years, there's going to be a really, really lucky man. He's going to get a woman like my daughter. But it's going to take about 30 more years for that to happen.
Yeah.
When I'm 50 now?
Correct. No, I'm just kidding.
Definitely Tennessee, Alabama.
That will be a great game.
It's going to be a good one.
Who do you want to win?
Tennessee.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Dad.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I understand your reasoning.
Yeah.
We've talked about it.
Right.
And then Kentucky, Mississippi State. I think that'll be a good one. Ole Miss and Auburn. I think that'll be a good one.
That's a classic battle as well.
Penn State, Michigan at 12. That'll be good.
Wow, what a weekend for football.
She pays attention. This
What a
is we for real about that life.
Do you also watch collegiate track on TV when it's there? The
I do
championships?
when it's on, like all the championships. I'll try to like tune in, but it's just kind of hard because most of our championships are at the same time. So half the time I'm running while everybody else is. But
Well, Kaya, thank you for being here this morning. Coach Eads, thank you for bringing your daughter. And Coach, we're gonna sign off. I want to thank all of our sponsors this morning. Any shout outs you want to give this morning, Coach?
Nah, shout out to my wife. Shout out to all my family.
Amen.
That's about it.
I'm going to give a shout out to my family down in West Palm Beach.
Yep, all of Mercer
I
County.
do want to announce that Relay for Life 2022 will be October the 29th. That's on a Saturday evening at the Lions Park Community Center from 5 to 10. They'll be having trunk or treat for the kids. They'll have a big cake walk, food trucks. They've got it all. For more information, call Diana Bird at 859-733-4964. Relay for Life. It's important. October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Coach, we need to pray for a lot of people in our community that aren't feeling well and have these issues and so forth. But let's keep those folks in our prayers, our thoughts and prayers at all times. But thank you, and have a great week.
Go Titans.
Go Titans.
Bus Station Restaurant. The Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net. Save 20 to 50% with every single purchase. 101 Business Solutions, Jamie Dunn Shelter Insurance, and Farmers National Bank. Join us next week at the same time for breakfast with the Mercer County football coaches and players every Saturday morning live at the old Bus Station Restaurant on South Greenville Street and live 9 to 10 on AM 1420 WHBN Harrisburg the Rooster, your community voice since 1955.
NBC News Radio, I'm Julie Ryan. The January 6th committee has records that show calls between the Secret Service and the far-right Oath Keepers militia prior to the Capitol riot. NBC reports a Secret Service member multiple phone calls in 2020